ain't gonna sit up here and lie and say I'm finished with the album. Cause if anybody know I ain't finished, you know I ain't finished.
Sound Factory Radio.
But niggas say, yo, you gotta do a mixtape, son. Niggas hitting me, texting me, emailing. I'm like, for what? Go in, son. Yeah, yo, the game's getting old. Shorty's going up top, coming home a little bigger with waves and parole. Dopes in the hole, the fiends all lined up. Everybody trade pound down or 9'd up. Money short, no telling where you could wind up. Gangs in New York, a lot of soft niggas signed up. Nothing like the feeling you get when you bust a K. I could do back-to-back bullets, won't touch a tray. Me, Gus, and K, rude pimping in a big shipment of something that tastes different. Hollow tips turn grown men back into infants. 2 trap houses, Greensboro and Winston. Some is behind the wall, other niggas is fenced in. Couple of them just touched down that just did 10. Cut ain't bad enough for Staples, you get stitched in. Lucky that the doctor was even able to fix him. Lucky, yeah. What the fuck did you tell me? What? Red and green stripe or the capital LV. Louis. If I don't make it, all that means is that I fail me. So either I'ma make a hit record or sell D's. I'm trying to do both. Bars top of the line, about a 9 on the dope. Balcony looking at your mind through the scope. Devil telling me do it, but the angel saying no. Made it out the jail, you lucky nobody cut you. You going to the hole screaming and nobody touch you. Looking for the foul, and that's where the trouble's at. Say death come in 3s, but I can double that. Any narcotic in the world, I can bubble that. Infatuated with the drug game, but in love with rap. Cocaine in my DNA. Yeah, and my blood is N.J. Rather see him bleed than to see him pay. Bleed. D-Block, nigga, we don't play. D-Block! We just starting, Pooh. Kiss my ass. Let that breathe. Before y'all download my shit, it's coming. Sucker ass niggas. I'm out.
Touched or not.
Sorry, did he touch the canvas? You're right.
If the glove touched, it's definitely a knockdown, but I don't know if it touched or not. It's hard to see it. Let's look again.
Salute to everybody in the building, man. This is Sports Machine with Lansky. We'll do the audio. I try to play the video, man, but they cut the stream off.
Left us in suspense as we go to round number 2, and right away,
Salute Harlem, man. Thanks for coming by, Harlem.
8-ball immediately. Ramos needs to find a way to not let this fight get away from him early, Rosie.
That is true, but he's still feeling that punch, I'm telling you.
Well, the fact that Barrios could hurt him makes Barrios realize that he should just bully over him if he wants to.
Speaking of bullying, Roy, look at the size difference. I mean, Barrios is the much bigger man, and obviously
nice shot.
acquitting himself well. Yes, Rosie, nice right-handed there. Barrios doesn't neglect the body. And now Ramos looking to stick the jab. Some body movement. There's a little shoot shot in the body by Ramos trying to find his rhythm.
Barrios is fighting like I'm going to take full advantage of this opportunity on a worldwide stage in front of millions and millions and millions of viewers.
And Barrios also in his second stint with respected trainer Bob Santos, and they have really gelled well here and leading him to a title. Nice defense there, Roy. Ducked underneath that sweeping wide right hand of Ramos did Barrios, and he is defensively responsible.
Yep, and that's part of Bob's teachings. Good slip on the hook. Love what I'm seeing.
Team Tyson over here. Team Tyson.
Good body shot.
Let's go Brooklyn, man. Big Brooklyn over here.
Like it's filled with candy as we reach the midway point of the second stanza. The jab of Ramos, more of a rangefinder. There's an effective jab to the body by Barrios. And then the lead right cross, Rosie. So Barrios finding the rhythm, finding the target.
Yes, he's finding the smart shots is what he's doing here.
And this is one of those fights where you tell guys, if you can go to the lower weight class, you really should go to it, because if you can't, or if you don't, and you come in and fight at 47 and you're not really a 47-pounder, you see this big size differential, just like we see tonight.
You know, it's a unique night in the sport when a welterweight championship fight is an appetizer for this unique main event. Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. It's coming up later tonight as Barrios begins to really use the jab effectively, painting Ramos up and down, changing levels with it. Minute left now in the round.
Ramos has landed some good body shots
Yes.
in this round, though.
Oh, nice counter left by Ramos.
He blocked it, but it was a good shot. Oh!
Leads to the knockdown. Let's listen to the count. So that is the 5th time Ramos has hit the deck like a card dealer, and Mario Barrios in early control.
Mario is not playing tonight.
Right hand that puts him right. He leads with the hook. It's just a jab that goes the hook, followed by a beautiful right hand. The hook was to make him freeze that right hand and stick the right hand down the pipe.
Beautiful. So
He had set the table for the right hand throughout the fight already.
Yeah, but the hook was to make
And
it
the
block with the right hand.
exactly. Drop the
Make it
hand.
block the right hand, there it is. Boom.
Beautiful. Oh, yeah, Texas.
Set him up nicely. Very good shot by Ramos.
Oh.
I mean, by,
Explosive right hand by
I
Barrios.
got a shout out to Mac Me True Story.
And we've talked about the
Subscribe.
effectiveness of his jab, and Mario Barrios' 10 landed jabs is 2 times the welterweight average per round. So it's obviously speak about the importance of the jab, Roy, and its many uses.
it's important when you know how to use it and you know what you're using it for. Some guys use it to fish with. Some guys use it to stab to the body with. Some guys use a sharp snapping jab to throw guys with them on. So the jab has a lot of different uses. You just have to know which one is best for you or which one is necessary against that certain opponent.
Barrios is taking his time. He's looking for his shot.
Well, he knows he can kill him anytime he get ready with the shot now. So, and he's the bigger man. So he's not worried about Abel's punching power because Abel has a big size deficit. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, Barrios can do anything he wants to. He already knows he can hurt him. He knows he can drop when he gets ready. And he knows he can take his punch. Now it's just a matter of him setting the shot up to get him out. And that doesn't mean Abel Ramos is not a good fighter because he's doing some good things, but the size is what already has taken him out of the fight, in my opinion. But a world title fight, you wouldn't say no to that no matter what, even if you are the undersized guy. It's a world title fight. Some guys never get this. And he probably had to take it.
What do you think of his response to being knocked down?
I think it's good because he gets up and comes back and fights like he's been knocked down before.
And he has 5 times.
He's not a rookie at being knocked down. He knows what to do afterwards.
There's a double left, the uppercut and the left hand, and another real piston-like jab by Mario Barrios.
And like I told you, he keeps back and straight back like he did just
Double left hook to the body, left hook upstairs. Sorry, but Roy Ramos with a nice 3-punch combination with the left.
Yeah, it was, but if he keeps back and straight up, when Barrios goes at him, he's going to go down again because Barrios is too long to bag straight up from him.
And you see Rosie Barrios, the quintessential pro, the body movement, upper body movement. We're going to see a lot of that from Amanda Serrano when she challenges Katie Taylor for the undisputed super lightweight title coming up next. And believe me, you'll want to call everyone you know and be a part of the women's boxing revolution. Taylor Serrano put on a fight for the ages 2 years ago at Madison Square Garden when they made history as the first female headlining event at the Mecca. And that's still the number. Right now, Mario Barrios continues to put in the work. Nice left hook lands the lead left to the jaw of Ramos. It's all the welterweight champs.
Ramos got some good shots in that.
Two good shots at the end.
Keep using the jab. He looks into the jab. But not forcibly. Never strike him out.
and the exclusive MVP Owners Experience, a first of its kind ringside boxing experience, was sold to Turk Law, the National Personal Injury. Now that's the best seats in the house. I thought we had the best seats in the house. We have reached round number 4. 29-year-old Mario Barrios and the 33-year-old Abel Ramos renew their hostilities now for the 4th frame. Total power punches landed in the fight for Barrios, 26 of 55, 47%, anything over 40, and if you're getting closer to 50, that's a great night at the office. Meanwhile, not so great for Ramos, 13 of 52, he's landing at only 25%.
Mario learned a lot from his 2 big losses against Tank and Keith Thurman.
And boy, he did give Tank Davis a tough fight in the first half, and then of course Tank Davis, as is usually the case, always loves to close the show in highlight reel fashion. And Keith Thurman, of course, coming back, and Mario Barrios was beaten by Keith Thurman, and he was frustrated, and you wondered what was going to happen, but then he responds and he goes on to knock off a former champion. Sure, Yordany Sugas' better days may be behind him, but what a fighter he was. And for Mario Barrios now, making the first full title defense of his welterweight crown, he wants to put on a show, he wants to make a statement here tonight in Texas.
So far, he's been doing just that.
He's landed one knockdown shot earlier in the fight. He almost scored another knockdown. But there's Rosie Ramos standing in front of him. Does throw punches in combination using footwork. And while they might land, they're just not landing with the same impact of Barrios.
That's right, but still he is game.
Game is ever.
And that's what we expected him to be, an all-action fighter. And when you get 2 Mexican Americans in the squared circle, yeah, you're liable to get some fistic fireworks. Just over a minute left here in the 4th.
Good jab by Barrios.
Oh, good right hand by Barrios.
Barrios could take a punch. I guess after you get tanked by Tank, you know, you could take a lot.
Yeah, he's been down 3 times, all of those times against Gervonta Tank Davis, but you mentioned this, and I know it's cliche, Lori, but all of us in life, when, losing is learning. It's supposed to be anyway. Right?
Yes, it is.
And it's about the reflection. It's not just a loss, it's about how you reflect on what happened to you.
And it has made Barrios a much better fighter.
Yep. But like Rosie said, Ramos is game. It's just he's been unable to really get the attention of Barrios or cause him any consternation.
Plus, he's scared of Barrios' powers.
Yeah, Barrios has 18 knockouts, 29 wins. The arrival of Jake Paul and his girlfriend Utah Leerdam, the Dutch speed skater. Paul's goal is for him to become a world champion, for her to become an Olympic gold medalist, a man who has changed the game. Love him or loathe him, he thrives on trends, and he's got the pulse of popular culture, and there he comes. What a sight. Iron Mike looking to do what millions of us did a couple of weeks back. Turn back the clock. Looking for his 45th knockout victory. It's happening, folks. The former undisputed heavyweight champion, the youngest heavyweight champion in history, at 20, returns to the ring at 58. This is round number 5.
That was a fly-ass jacket.
That makes sense coming from a flag crew. correct answer, right, Rosie? Hey, we've got our unofficial scorecard. It belongs to Sean Wheelock, and he has Barrios ahead 40-35. No surprise, really, as we've seen Barrios dictate the terms, control the ring, utilize the jab, and showcase the power with the knockdown. And as we look at the total jabs, it's not even close.
Roy, do you think Barrios is looking for that setup again?
No, I think he's trying to set him up, yes, but it's a little bit more difficult for him now because Abel has learned his rhythm. So he got to look for a third punch instead of the second punch now. First time he knocked him down with the first punch. Second time he knocked him down with the second punch. Now he got to go try to look for the third punch because he's ready for the first punch and he's ready for the second punch. So he's just got to add to it. And usually when you throw two, he won't expect that third one because he got dropped by two the second time.
Right.
So if you add a third one to it, you'll surprise him. Like right there, he threw a right hand after that left jab, he would have got him out of there.
Right.
You know, I wouldn't be in the seat if it wasn't for MMA legend, UFC Hall of Famer Bas Rutten, and he is enjoying every second of the action tonight at home in Austin, Texas. And it's amazing, guys, the amount of people. How many people came out of the woodwork when you found out that you were calling Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul? It's been incredible.
Oh my God, my phone is blowing up. It's been blowing up.
And
Still blowing up.
Barrios would love to blow up Ramos. Ramos would love to do the same thing. And again, Roy, when you look at Ramos's activity with his strategy, anything he can tweak as he, you know, again, he's obviously a class below Mario Barrios in technique. We can see that. And
in size.
Yes.
So, I mean, if he had the right size, this could be a good fight because he's hitting Barrios, but it has no real effect because he's so much smaller than Barrios. So, if he was Barrios' size, we might have a good fight here for a minute. But as you see, the bigger man Barrios is just walking through his power shots.
30 seconds left in the fifth. Ramos feinting, trying to get Barrios to bite. Barrios a champion. Gonna have to do more than that. Are you surprised that Barrios didn't try to capitalize more following the knockdown?
No, I'm not.
Why not?
First of all, one of them was at the end of the round. The first
no,
one,
but the next round, I guess I said one.
No, the first, yeah, okay, yeah. Well, I didn't expect him to come because Abel came back throwing fire shots at him. So he knew Abel wasn't really hurt in that next round. So no need to try to attack a guy who's not hurt.
Well, we talked about Bas Rutten, a legendary martial artist. And, ladies and gents, we have two legends in the building tonight. Ralph Macchio and William Zabka. These two star Netflix's original series Cobra Kai are here to share a look at their latest trailer for Season 6 Part 2, now streaming. Let's take a look. Welcome to the Sekai Taikai!
Come on, y'all, let's go! We knew this wasn't gonna be easy. Cobra Kai is one dojo out of 16. It's not us against them anymore.
We've heard all this garbage going around about loyalty. What matters is where our asses are now. We're Miyagi-Do. We're not losing. So wipe the smirks off their ugly faces.
Also, big congrats to the Karate Kid, Ralph Macchio. He is set to receive the 2,796 star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame next Wednesday. Our teammate, Rosie Perez, received her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 2015. Well deserved as we go to round number 6.
Good try by Ramos.
Yeah, round 5, but very one-sided. And Rosie, if they haven't given you a Hollywood star yet, they sure will soon, my friend. What do you mean? Wikipedia was wrong, Rosie? 6th round here, Barrios. Not much going wrong for him so far, Rosie.
Yeah, it's all Barrios so far, but I'm liking what Ramos is doing right now. He's really trying to gain some points in this fight.
He's trying to up the pace a little bit. Look at him.
Yep.
Landing some good shots, too. He came out different this round. Like his confidence is growing.
Double body shot by Barrios, followed up with the right hand. But yeah, there's a little more pep in the step of Ramos. Trying to discover some rhythm. Throws a lot into the right hand, but bounced it off the arm of Barrios. But it is Ramos putting the pressure now on Barrios. Barrios on the back foot.
Yeah, Barrios going to do something, either knock him down again or something to slow him down, because now he's starting to go,
Barrios goes down! Mamma mia! Roy Jones Jr., you called it! I really need those Powerball numbers, brother.
I told you, I saw it happen.
Talk about power!
I saw it.
It's Ramos having a ball now. It's an unbelievable turn of events. High drama at AT&T Stadium.
Oh my God, I'm hysterical over here.
Barrios out is bad.
Mario is hurt
You
bad.
can hear
Look
the
at that.
crowd all the way from Arizona screaming, "Vamos, Ramos!" An incredible Mario Barrios knocked down.
He gave him too much confidence.
He sure did.
And that's the fourth knockdown of his career. Ramos rocking Mario Barrios. Round 6, the bane of Barrios' existence in this fight. And it will be up to his corner. It will be up to the veterans to reestablish, to clean out the cobwebs and reset. What a round
Yes, it was.
for Abel Ramos.
Oh, good shot.
Right hand again.
Oh, good shot again.
And Barrios almost saved by the bell. Great side shout out to the 6th guy in Canada. Great fight. Well, let's listen in the corner here.
All right, just keep using the jab. Hands up, use the jab. You're okay, son. Take a deep breath. Keep using the jab. Stay alert. I got you. Stay alert.
We see Ramos coming in, just walking, getting closer, and there's a boom, straight right hand. The Barrios did not expect to come. Another right hand, another hook on the side of the head, all the way down. There's a hook, another right hand to the chin. Big overhand right there. That hurt to another straight right. Those shots also hurt Barrios. Barrios was in bad shape going back at the end of that round.
He sure was.
And Barrios is smiling, knowing, okay, so now I'm in a fight. This is a title defense.
But I don't like that his legs are like they still may not be under him.
All right, at the end of the first half of this championship fight, CompuBox power punches in round 6. Barrios, 2 of 11, just 18%. And here's the headline of the fight. The prohibitive underdog, Ramos, 26 of 53, 49%, reversing his fortunes in the biggest fight of his life. And yet, of course, with him being so far behind, he's going to have to continue to try to take the fight to Barrios, Rosie.
Yep.
He's better, but he's been really taking the fight to Barrios, so I think he's turning around a little bit. And with that 2-point round, that might hit him even more. So he's definitely made this a better fight.
According to CompuBox, Ramos landed 30 punches in the 6th after landing only 27 in the previous 3 rounds combined.
Yep, his confidence. Barrios doesn't get confidence. He dropped him twice. Oh, you almost thought Barrios hit the same punch again.
Again, the hands are low for Barrios, and he's getting tagged repeatedly with the right hands.
Yep, you almost get caught with the same punch.
The pugnacious pride of Ramos.
Yeah. Barrios keeps dropping that hand, leaving it open.
Now
Ramos able to hit him as clean as a washing machine in this fight here, and it's definitely taking its toll. Go ahead, Roy, you were going to say.
Yeah, Ramos believes he can win this fight now. That's dangerous.
Self-belief is everything. You know that.
Yeah, he didn't believe it at first, but he believes it now.
Left hook landed for Ramos.
Good uppercut by Barrios, too, though.
Now's the jab. Lead left hook lands upstairs for Barrios. Body bobbing and weaving. Lead left hook lands for Ramos. And again, Ramos much smaller in stature, but was able to drop Mario Barrios with a right hand. And a minute now left in the 7th. Left hand lands to the body for Barrios.
Oh, good shot.
Yep.
Very nice.
Why is he landing it as frequently as he is, Roy?
Because Barrios going straight backwards like that. I just said the same thing earlier about Abel not to keep going straight back off of Barrios' right hand. Now Barrios is doing the same thing.
Beautiful combination. The Barrios left hook to the body, ran head upstairs, and that's the best we've seen of him in this round, Rosie.
Yeah, he's recovering nicely, but still, he should be very, very cautious right now.
Well, no, Ramos has to be very cautious because he's getting too much confidence almost. If he runs into another straight right hand like that, he's going to have problems.
He did clip Barrios again, though, splitting that peekaboo guard with the 1-2, and there's another 1-2 from Ramos. Jab from Barrios. Nice. The best round of the fight for Abel Ramos. Coming off the knockdown, and he continues to build on it. Well, the knockdown round was the best round, but he continues to build.
Yes, fun fight. This is a fun fight.
Okay? Every chance you get, you got to touch him with a body. Don't slow him down, but you got to be alert. He's looking for a home run shot, okay? He knows he's down, so he's looking for a home run shot. He can be alert. Working the jab, but you got to touch the body every time. And you can just step out one side or the other. You have to step back, step out. Hands up, misses. Hands up. Every time he misses, go to the body. Go to the body. Wake up. How you feeling? Deep breath.
Here we see Ramos in the attack with overhand right there, right behind the glove. Very sharp shot, right behind the glove, right on the ear.
Messing with the equilibrium. All right, round number 8, and the plot thickens here for this welterweight championship. Currently around the waist of Mario Barrios, but Abel Ramos, the underdog, looking to make the most of this opportunity. And yeah, when you look at his record, 28-6-2, 2-3 in his last 5 fights. Many people wonder why he was getting the opportunity, but hey, he got the opportunity. He's looking to kick in the door.
And he deserved the opportunity apparently because he's landed a knockdown on the champions. Oh, good shot.
And though that was a decent bounce back round, I guess, according to CompuBox, in terms of total punches landed in round 7, the edge to Barrios. There's a nice jab that pops Ramos' head back like a Pez dispenser as we look at more stats from round 7. 34% clip for Barrios, the defending champ. The one thing missing from Barrios tonight, the counter-punching, Roy.
Well, the counter-punching and the numbers. He's still throwing 1 or 2 instead of hitting with the 3rd or 4th punch now. As the fight goes on, you have to keep changing and evolving with the situation. A guy's going to be used to that first one or the second one. Now you got to add that 3rd or that 4th one like that.
Rosie, Barrios on the ropes and tasting it from Ramos, but they're trying to exchange. They wanted to turn this into, well, Ramos wants to turn it into a war, even though the smaller guy, that's what got him to the dance.
Yeah, but Barrios is, just like Warren was saying, he keeps going back. He's going to find himself in the same trouble.
Backing straight up from a short guy.
He's as straight as 6 o'clock.
Like that.
Jab by Barrios, just a pot shot though. Just over a minute left here in the 8th, and man, Ramos able to land, he's able to gauge the distance to land those right hands flush, Roy.
Because Barrios keeps backing straight back from it.
And he leans in. And he leans in.
Straight back again.
You're right. Doesn't take the steam
Good
off the
body
punch.
shot
Doesn't roll with the punches.
Not at all. Great body shot by Ramos just then.
So the single shots from Barrios not doing him any favors here, Rosie. He needs to, like you say, amplify the offense.
He sure does, and Ramos has in his eyes, I can win this, I can win this.
And he's punching like he wants to win it. Nice combination, downstairs and upstairs, both scoring blows for the challenger.
The challenger
Nice combination, man. Upstairs, downstairs, upstairs, Roy.
The champion is acting, the challenger is acting like the champion
Yes,
right now.
that
Like
confidence.
he's in control.
We've seen the confidence of the champion emerge, Rosie.
Mario probably had a quick flashback to Tank's knockout.
Oh, yeah. And again, rocking the jaw. Ramos swinging wildly, but I have to say, Ramos does leave himself open for counters, but Mario's unable to reply. And what a fight we are It's an 80,000 seat capacity for the Dallas Cowboys football games, and thousands upon thousands are here tonight already getting ready for a double main event.
It's a railroad with a left hook right there. Followed by a left uppercut that was blocked. Then he comes back with a right hook, straight right here that time.
Wow, right around the beautiful
I
technique.
don't know why Barrios can't seem to block that punch.
This is round number 9. It is scheduled for 12 for Mario Barrios' 147-pound division title. Barrios had dropped Ramos early in the fight. Ramos able to come back and drop Barrios. And it is a seesaw affair with round 9 underway. And our unofficial scorer, Sean Wheelock, gave the challenger the last round based on numbers like this. Ramos outlanding Barrios 14-4 in terms of total power punches in the last round.
Ramos making him dig deep, I tell you that.
Body shot from Barrios, sweeping left hook, and there's the jab. Ramos continues to stick the jab, counter jab from Barrios, but doesn't follow with the right hand. Continues to back up, perhaps setting a trap, but has to be careful. Ramos' sneaky right hand continues to find a home.
Roy, for the people who are not boxing fanatics like myself, how can you explain to the audience how difficult it is to recompose yourself after you get knocked down?
It's very difficult to pull yourself back together, but because both of these guys have been knocked down several times, they're used to it. So both of these guys were able to recover very well because of their experience at being knocked down.
Oh, nice jab.
Most guys that have never been knocked down before, they go into a panic sometimes after getting knocked down.
We're seeing a power surge from Ramos. In the last 3 rounds, he has outlanded the champion coming into this round. 50 to 15 power shots. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
They both landed some good punches just then.
Mario Barrios' nose is bleeding right now.
Breaking like a political document, Rosie. Just over a minute left here in the 9th. Thank you, Roy. I was waiting for it, buddy. You're my laugh track tonight. You're hired, bro. Oh, good. Nice left hook upstairs by Ramos. And another left hook right hand. And like you said, Roy, it's Ramos now. The confidence you could see grow right before our very eyes. But he's leaving his hands down. Don't get too confident. Oh, double left hook. Beautifully executed. My goodness. Don't judge a book by its record or a boxer by its record.
Exactly. Good body shot by Ramos.
Uppercut lands for Ramos. There's Barrios now putting together combinations finally. And things heating up here in round 9. Final 20 seconds. We anticipated a barn burner, and now they're looking to make it just that.
Barrios' left eye is starting to swell a little bit too.
Yep.
Oh, he has been in a double jab, triple jab, left hook for
good low
Ramos. South of the equator went Ramos with that shot.
Did you say good low blow?
Yeah, good low blow. Referee didn't call it, but referee did see it.
It's like Jesse the Body Ventura said, win, lose, but always cheap, right?
Yeah.
Nah. My friends have texted me saying, hey, we love what they've done with the place. AT&T Stadium, the experience here tonight, having gone to Japan. Well, let's listen in.
Double it up. Let your hands go. Touch him. The angle. He sees Rebel Janet a beautiful right hand down the pipe. You can set up all that right there. Right on the forehead. You know right on the forehead. A good hook right there too. Right over the top of the brow.
Wow. All right, we've got ourselves a championship fight, kids. Here we go. Round number 10. Mario Barrios, defending champion, eats a shot to the body right away from the challenger, Ramos. High guard, and Barrios now sticking on that front foot, Rosie, using the defense and really hitting him with the jab.
Yeah.
That was a lead hook to the head, by the way, not a body shot. Oh, good right hand.
That bloody nose is bothering Mario, making it difficult for him to breathe.
Good jab,
nice,
Mario.
beautiful jabs. It's like a fencing competition with the jab. Right hand, left hand, double power shot from Barrios. Go ahead, Roy.
Ramos' nose is bleeding now, too. Oh, good uppercut by Barrios. Both of them have a bloody nose now.
Well, they'll be blood brothers once this thing is done here with two proud Mexican Americans. I mean, as you mentioned, Roy, you subject yourself to the rigors of a boxing life. The goal is to be the best. The goal is to win a championship, make the money, and retire and take care of your family. And Ramos has been given that opportunity just like Barrios, and they are wanting to, well, grow their reputations here tonight. And speaking of that, Jake Paul wants to ascend to greatness. Mike Tyson wants to prove that greatness never fades. That's the main event coming up later tonight here on Netflix.
I tell you what, this fight and that co-main event make it worth your while to even pay attention, because this has been a really good fight, and that co-main event is also going to be a really good fight.
It's almost a guarantee after what Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano were authoring at Madison Square Garden. Rosie, you were there 2 years ago. It's just, I mean, it's not hyperbole. Best women's boxing match ever on the biggest stage, making history, and it's an even bigger stage here tonight. And speaking of Taylor Serrano, Barrios now looking to fight like Serrano, putting the pressure, trying to throw punches and bunches.
Yes, absolutely. I'm telling you, this fight is giving me PTSD when I got
Shots to back knee, shots to back knee.
Both of them landed.
Yeah.
Was it the end of Rocky 3 with
Oh, good uppercut.
Very nice.
nice 1, 2, 3, 4 from Barrios.
If Barrios has lost steam on the punches, if he had steam on those 4 punches then, he probably would have set Ramos down again.
Ramos currently behind the guard of Barrios. Left hook lands upstairs for Barrios. And there's Ramos getting a left hook of his own.
That blood making it hard for him to breathe through his nose.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. I have PTSD. I remember when I got punched in the nose in the 8th grade.
And the only fight I was ever in, I sucker punched the kid in the nose before he beat me up. Great shot, uppercut. Oh!
Good fight. Good fight. Yes, go.
Well, while the action heats up in the ring, back in the locker room, Jake Paul wanting to find a moment of zen. While initially seen as an outsider in the boxing world, he has shown genuine commitment to training. He has worked with seasoned trainers and sparred with experienced fighters, and that's helped him improve his skills. From a sweat to strategy, Jake Paul mentally locking in, getting ready for the biggest fight of his life. The grind never stops. He's putting in the final touches before the big show. Oh. Oops. We are into the championship rounds and power punches. Well, we look at the stats. How about power through 10? According to CompuBox. Well, actually, this comes to jab. See, the power might be Ramos right now, but Barrios 134.47 in jabs landed.
Well, Barrios got the longer arms, so you would expect him to lead the jab category, you know?
Nice. Wow, sneaky left hand, Rosie. Power lands for Ramos upstairs.
Yeah. Oh my God. This...
Those guys are very bloody right now. Oh, good
Oh,
God.
another right hand. That's been the moneymaker for Ramos all night. Double jab, and there's a double jab from Barrios, and there's a right cross. Finally, Barrios launches his money shot.
Barrios' face is just swollen like hell.
Looked like it was put together like a ransom note, thanks to Ramos.
The good thing about both of them
Oh,
is they look,
hook upstairs.
they look like they can't miss each other.
Yeah. Which probably is giving their trainers moments of pause.
But giving the fans what we
Amen. Midway point of the. Oh, nice.
say, change that third punch then.
Change the speed and tempo.
That's what I was saying earlier. If you change the rhythm to a third punch or a fourth punch, he landed.
So it's interesting. Here are guys who've overcome adversity, losses to come into a championship fight, and tonight they both tasted adversity, being dropped once each. It's just a testament to their will, their skill, their grit, and their heart.
Now,
Mario Barrios and Abel Ramos.
Now Ramos has a cut under his left eye. That's bleeding.
He wants to prove to be a cut above Mario Barrios, but the cut's proving a factor. The vestiges of battle all over the face of Mario Barrios.
And neither guy seem to be able to really avoid a straight right hand.
And he knows that his newborn is going to be the light of his life, already is. And this, I mean, it changes you, Roy, right? You have a son or a daughter as a professional prize fighter, and suddenly the urgency, the pressure to deliver grows. Or does it for you, Roy?
Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't.
Oh, man. These guys both are taking turns second.
And this is the championship rounds where they're doing this to each other. 12th and final round. What do Barrios and Ramos have in store for the final act?
He's going to try to lure you in because he needs a knockdown.
There is the fun.
Don't force nothing. Don't force nothing. You got to go like that. Hey, don't force nothing, okay? But stay alert. Hands up. He's got to go for both. So he's either going to press you hard or he's going to try to lure you in. Don't let him lure you in. Límite, acuérdate. This is what you're in for. Come on, come on. Let's roll.
A blood and guts battle for the welterweight championship. Both champion and challenger have been down in the fight. Leaving AT&T Stadium with the welterweight championship. The champion Barrios in the black and pink. The challenger Ramos in the black with red trim. Final 3 minutes.
Barrios beat him up pretty good at the end of that last round. Looked like he started to find his rhythm again. So let's see, can he build on that?
Oh, lead left hook by Ramos. Lance misses with the right. Oh, there's another right hand. Continues to land. Bob Santos in Barrios' corner, making sure that he told Barrios, don't push for the knockout. And look at the total punches in round 11. A very good pace, you guys. In the 23 of 79 Barrios, 22-59 Ramos.
Yes.
These guys, I mean, there is.
Barrios should keep capitalizing on that cut under Ramos's eye.
Speaking of capitalizing, these two are as close as a capital I, a lowercase L. 2 minutes left in the fight.
What's your hit?
This stadium is packed already.
Yeah,
The
it is.
energy for this fight right now is crazy.
Yeah, this fight is producing a lot of energy.
Good right hand.
Nice right. Oh, and a nice jab, a stiff jab from Barrios. This is what you expect from Warriors in the championship rounds. This is where your legacies are made. Roy Jones Jr.
This is a hell of a fight. I mean, a hell of a fight. Oh, good right hand.
Oh, lead right again lands for Ramos. Left hook by Barrios. Barrios now moving to his left, ducks underneath the punch from Ramos. Ramos now southpaw.
Good body shot by Barrios.
punches in bunches.
And you could hear the thuds on the punches here sitting ringside. I don't know how it sounds at home, but my God.
It's combined for over 1,500 punches. Ring is where you face a tougher interrogation than the feds. And both these guys took the best out of each other. Now, inquiring minds want to know. We will hear from Sean Wheelock, but who do you guys think won this fight?
I have no clue.
Honesty is the best policy, bro.
I didn't write the rounds down, so I don't know.
What about you, Rosie? Any inclination?
I don't know. I mean, I would give the slight edge to, you know what?
I know who's the one won the fight. Everyone watching.
You better believe it. You better believe it.
That's why you're the best, Marlon.
All right, let's take a look. Incredible highlights.
Yeah, the start of the fight, of course. Mario, the WBC champ. That was a flash knockdown right here, right there. Ref didn't call it a knockdown. But a round later, there was a real knockdown on the right hand. So the first one wasn't called a knockdown, but the second one really was. But then at round 6, Mario's come back there going for a knockdown by him. Left Mario Ramos come back to knock Mario down. So now it's a one knockdown apiece. One of the fighters got it from that point, all the fighters broke out. Ramos kept pushing the issue, chasing Mario's backwards. Knew at that point Marius had to do something change. He started throwing the combination again, throwing the numbers that those numbers were really needed to get himself back in the fight. And there we go, a really, really good doggone fight there, sir.
An incredible championship fight, championship grit and heart on the part of both fighters. Let's go to Sean Wheelock with his unofficial scorecard.
Tomorrow, 114, 112, 7 rounds to 5 for Mario Barrios. What a unique scorecard. I gave rounds 1 through 5 for Mario Barrios, 10-8 on the knockdowns in round 6 through 9. Abel Ramos, you have a 10-8 round in round number 6 on the knockdowns. Then back comes Barrios. I gave him rounds 10 and 11. Round 12 to me, that was the closest to the fight. I gave it to Abel Ramos. Mario Barrios saw this fight slipping away. He came back on my unofficial scorecard, winning 2 of the 3 final rounds to win this fight, and I believe successfully retained his WBC 147-pound world title.
Sean Wheelock on official scorecard. These are the individuals with the official scorecards. Javier Alvarez of Texas, Doug Robinson of West Virginia, Mike Ross of Florida. It's up to them who determines who walks out of the ring champion. And we are about to find out here once again is Big Mo.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 full rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for the official decision. Judge Javier Alvarez sees the contest 114 to 112, Ramos. Judge Mike Ross sees the contest 116 to 110, Barrios. And finally, Judge Doug Robinson sees the contest 113 to 113, a draw. This bout has been ruled a split draw. Mario Barrios is still the WBC welterweight champion of the world.
So I guess we were right, Roy.
Yes, we were. We didn't know who won it, and they didn't know either.
Just like after Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano 2 years ago in MSG, the immediate question was, when do they run it back? The same has to be said here after the split draw.
Yeah, I think it should be, but we got to figure out exactly how Ramos got this shot, because he's not the number one contender. I'm sure Mario's don't have no reason to come back and do this again. When you're giving a guy a shot, you just gave him a shot tonight. He didn't get it. You got to move on.
I hear you. Hall of Famer. Let's go to CompuBox final stats. Barrios 279 of 789. Ramos 204 of 753. Ramos with a 146, 116 edge in power landed. That's a 30 punches more. Barrios though 163, 58 edge and jabs landed, and there's the conversation. Power over the jabs, and jabs can sometimes be a power shot. But wow, what a fight! Mario Barrios remains welterweight champion, but Abel Ramos with an incredible accounting of himself. And now let's go back into the ring with Ariel Helwani.
Mauro, thank you very much. Mario, congratulations on an unbelievable war. It ends in a split draw. Do you agree with the scorecards?
I know it was a close fight. You know, I knew Abel was going to come with everything. I know I had a hard task in front of me. I was finding success in the early rounds, but he made the adjustments to where he made it a war. After that, you know, I started feeling like I couldn't really find my rhythm how I wanted to. And then, you know, the fight ended up how it did. You know, hats off to him. I was a hell of a performance, and you know, I hope everybody here in AT&T Stadium was happy with the fight.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. It was one of the great fights of this past year. He did drop you midway through the fight. How much did that affect you on the back end?
I don't know if it really affected me towards like the back end, but I mean, you know, the fight it stayed close as it did. You know, he's a puncher. He definitely can crack, and you know, he caught me with something that I didn't see. I still don't know what it was, but you know, that's boxing.
Was he tougher than you thought he would be?
No, he was just as tough, you know, as I thought. I was saying in all the interviews, you know, I prepared myself for a hard 12 rounds, and you know, that's exactly what I got today.
Well, let's bring in Abo here as well. What an unbelievable fight between these two Mexican warriors. Abo, what do you think of the scorecards? Are you surprised it ends in a draw?
Not at all, man. It was a great fight for the fans, like we said, like we promised. There was no need to trash talk each other. No need, man. When you get two Mexican warriors like us, you're gonna get action-packed and guaranteed.
Mario mentioned the adjustments that you made midway through the fight. Can you tell us about those adjustments? What did you see that you were able to implement?
Oh no, man. I just knew I had to warm up. You know, I had trouble with my shoulders in the camp, so I had to warm up a little. But man, he came out strong. You can tell he's strong.
Mario, we talked yesterday about some of your big plans for 2025, but considering this result, do you need to run it back right away?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'll sit down with my team, you know, we'll decide what's next. If it got ran back, I know it would be another hell of a fight. But yeah, you know, take some time off and spend some time with my daughter. And then, you know, sit down with my team, and then we'll see what's next.
All right, well, thank you very much. And again, congratulations on an incredible fight. AT&T Stadium, make some noise for Mario Barrios and Abo Ramos.
A visceral display of courage, skill, and determination that defines the essence of boxing. Mario Barrios maintains his hold on the gold, but Abel Ramos almost proved that every underdog can have its day. And still to come, our dynamic double main event. Katie Taylor defends her undisputed super lightweight title against Amanda Serrano. Serrano looks to join Taylor and Clarissa Shields as the only women to hold undisputed titles in two divisions. Then the main event, Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. Both of them promised to deliver a two-fisted assault of violence. And earlier tonight, Jake Paul was talking to Ariel Helwani.
Well, Jake, fight's coming up, but I'd be remiss if I don't ask you about last night, the slap heard around the world. 24 hours later, how do you feel about what Mike did to you?
I'm so happy he did that. You know, this makes it real. It makes it personal. And when I beat his ass in a couple of moments here, no one can say anything. People want to see me fail. They want to see me lose. They want to see me get knocked out. And then they're going to make excuses for Mike Tyson when he's the one that does that. But now they can't. It's personal. And I don't care if we were friends before. This is serious now, and I'm knocking him the fuck out.
He said that you stepped on his toe, and that's why he was mad.
Oh, I stepped on his widow toe. Like, isn't he the big bad Mike Tyson? He's just looking for any excuse to get riled up. He's aggravated. He's that violent killer Mike that I've wanted to come out, but that's going to be working against him because he's going to get tired trying to come out, swing hard, being all aggressive. I'm in Mike Tyson's head when he's normally the one that's in his opponent's head. But that's what makes me such a great fighter, is because I know how to make people pissed off.
Be honest, you seem very chill right now, but you're about to fight Mike Tyson, 58 or not. Any nerves?
No nerves right now, man. You know, I think once I get into the ring, I'll get a little bit of nervousness going just to use it for energy. But, man, I've been waiting for this moment my whole entire life. I've worked for every single part of this. I'm going to get the W at Walmart. But also, this is what I was made and destined for. This is my life goal, a dream come true. The younger version of myself would be so proud. And I've finally arrived home into my destiny tonight.
Official prediction.
KO 4 or 5 rounds.
Can't wait. Good luck.
Go. I'm fucking him up, Ariel.
So Jake Paul getting set as he has manifested the main event of his dreams. Coming up, though, it is the co-feature. Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano, two of the most decorated champions in women's boxing, ready to make history again. And that will be followed by our mega main event. Enough said. Paul versus Tyson. And they, our man Ariel Helwani, we're all getting 10,000 steps in this cavernous AT&T Stadium. But right now, he's standing by with a special guest with this fight.
Thank you very much, Mauro. I'm here with MVP co-founder Nikisa Badarian. Nikisa, MVP, Most Valuable Promotions, a little over 3 years old. Look around. You've sold out AT&T Stadium. What does this feel like?
Look, it's an amazing moment for the sport of boxing. It's an amazing moment for women's sports. We're about to witness Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor too. It is going to be, from my vantage point, the most viewed women's sporting event in U.S. history. Who would have thought that was possible when MVP started 3 years ago and put a focus on women's boxing? And then you have Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. 6 different generations, from the boomers to Generation Alpha. It's truly a magical moment to bring our beautiful sport to the forefront of the world.
I do have to ask, you were in between both Mike and Jake yesterday. Slap heard around the world. Your assessment of what happened, and did he swing at you as well, Mike?
My assessment is Mike wasn't wearing shoes, Jake was. Jake accidentally stepped on Mike's toes, and Mike snapped like Mike can. And as I held Mike back, I said, "What the fuck?" Excuse my language. And he said, "He stepped on my toe." That was the reaction. My hope is no matter what happens tonight, these two guys who were friends before can be friends once again. Because at the end of the day, this is a sport. They're going to go in there and put a show on for the world. One of them is going to lose, but their friendship has to win.
Thank you, Nikisa. Congratulations to you and the team on this great event.
And thank you to Netflix. We appreciate you. Many more to come.
Kate, back to you.
Thank you very much, Ariel. Yeah, we are 2 fights down. We got 2 to go as the biggest night in boxing continues from AT&T Stadium right here on Netflix. The world has been waiting, and the world will be watching. Analyst Dan Canobio.
Thanks, Kate. Let's take a look at the odds on DraftKings. If you're new to betting, minus odds represent something that is expected to happen, while plus odds mean that the outcome is less likely. However, a successful plus money wager plays out more money. Amanda Serrano is a slight favorite to win at minus 235, meaning a $235 wager on her would win $100. If you like either fighter to win by decision, you can get Taylor at plus 225 and Serrano at plus 110. Now, it's very rare to be able to bet on Serrano at plus money, so my pick is Amanda Serrano by decision at plus 110. A $100 bet at plus 110 odds would profit $110. This fight is expected to go to distance at minus 425. If you think we see a stoppage, you can take no for plus 275. And if you think that the stoppage comes earlier than halfway through the 9th round, plus 400 on under 8.5 rounds might be an option for you. Boxing fans have been asking for this rematch for a long time, and we cannot wait.
Yes, sir. Well, DraftKings Sportsbook is the official sports betting partner of Paul versus Tyson. And right now, all new customers can bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app right now and use the code RING when you sign up. That's code RING to claim $200 in bonus bets instantly on your first $5 bet. The crown is yours.
In the building, man. This is Lance.
Well, or will that be Amanda Serrano? Well, we are live with you here on Netflix, coming to you from just outside Dallas, Texas. In recent years, this stadium has hosted the Final Four, the College Football Championship, WrestleMania, and the Super Bowl. Beyonce, the Rolling Stones, U2, and Taylor Swift. Tonight, Jake Paul and Mike Tyson are going to take center stage. It is so good to have you with us tonight, Kate Scott, Cedric the Entertainer. Let's welcome two very more special guests as well, the owner, president, and general manager of the Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones. Good to see you, sir. Good evening.
Well, it's great to be here. Great to be here with everybody. Yes, to Netflix. But I just can't believe there's 70,000 out here to watch these guys.
They turned out for this fight, yeah.
Man, this is fun.
Can I intro you too? So I'm sorry.
Absolutely.
One of the greatest players in franchise history, 3-time Super Bowl champion, Michael Irvin. Good to see you as well. Do I need to ask you, are you Team Jake, Team Mike? What are we tonight?
Well, listen, I had an opportunity last night to go by Jake's place when he was getting his outfit, and I'm such great friends with Mike Tyson, and we're going to talk about it in our documentary we've got coming out with Netflix. So I just figured I'll wait till I see Jake later. You see what I mean? I don't want to get Mike any mad, and anybody's going to get him here today.
Jerry, you hosted so many great fights here, right? I mean, you've had Manny Pacquiao, you've had Canelo, you've had Errol Spence. How is the buzz compared coming up to this fight?
We've had
Did we lose Mike?
Good, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Real good. Well, let me say it again. I don't know that you can top this. Worldwide coverage with Netflix. We're all being introduced to Netflix. We're so excited in the NFL about Netflix becoming a huge part of our future. This tonight gives us a chance to go to 40, 50 million people and do it from right here. When I was thinking about this stadium, I could have had a place for a third of it for Cowboy fans. But I knew that people would probably be watching this thing all over the United States, much less the world. And this stadium is honored to have these two fighters, these two personalities, these two great competitors that we all respect. We're glad to have them in here.
Michael, we all in the building when Mike Tyson walked in, because this felt like Mike's house. The crowd went crazy.
Yeah, and everybody loves Mike, but everybody loves and respects Jake also for what he's done here. To have an ability to not go the normal route and still end up right here, you give him respect. I give him respect like I give my great guy Deion Sanders, who didn't go the normal route. Who I'm gonna be in Jerry's ear about later. That's just something else we're talking about.
Yeah, it's about Michael. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I gotta say, Michael's had the greatest days that a human being can have, doing his deal, getting up off that mat, just like those guys did tonight, out here in front of these stands, walking down. One time I asked him, I said, Michael, can you hear those people talking when you're running around and catching a pass? He said, I can hear every word as I'm running down that field. So, boy, this crowd can excite you to compete.
Yes, indeed. It's big right here. This is exciting. It's real big. It's dressed up to you looking sharp.
Well, Michael, what's going on? You on Instagram Live right now?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram Live. I want to bring the people in like everybody else is bringing the people in. I've never done this before. Well, I'm so mind blown that I cracked this open and said, yeah, I want to bring these people in. This is absolutely insane. It's a beautiful, beautiful event. It really is.
Yes, sir. It is 58 years old Are we feeling confident that Mike Tyson still got one more big performance here? Who would you be if he gets that one big performance here in your stadium, Jerry?
Let me say this. I've seen what happens to him when he walks in that ring. That ain't Mike outside the ring no more. He becomes something else.
Yeah. You ever try to walk past that old man at Walmart? Just smack you got that old man script. Hey, now, come on. They don't ever leave, City. They don't ever leave. Hey, whoa.
You remember that great song? Mike ain't letting the old man in.
That's right. Are you ready for it?
Jerry, Mike, we appreciate you coming through. We hope you enjoy the evening. I'm sure you got good seats.
Oh, we got the best. We thank 2 stars for coming out tonight. This star-studded night.
What's up, Instagram Live? Good to be with
See
you.
that right there, please.
Everybody, there are 2 fights still to go for you this evening. A rematch of the biggest fight in women's boxing. It's Katie Taylor against Amanda Serrano in a fight for supremacy. Jake Paul against the former undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Mike Tyson.
It's a real question that deserves a real answer. Why fight when you have all the money and fame you'd ever want? Why fight when you long ago proved that you were the best in the world?
The problem child, Jake El Gallo Paul, versus the baddest man on the planet, Mike Tyson.
Why are they here, demanding our attention at all? Let me guess, you've never gotten punched in the mouth. Or for that matter, experienced the thrill of returning the favor.
It's over. That's all.
Because the truth is, it's hard to walk away from either sensation.
What I do for a living, people avoid their entire life.
Take this duo as an example. Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano, 2 of the greatest to ever do it, who threw down for the ages in an epic battle, and then decided the only resolution was to punish each other even more in the rematch of the century tonight. It's that kind of resolve that defines what a fighter is. That kind of feeling drove a guy like Jake Paul into the game.
As big as my words are, my actions actually speak louder.
There aren't a lot of young men more successful than Jake Paul.
I just hit 10 million. I'm so excited.
Or for that matter, more polarizing.
Hollywood, you're mine.
But he's rich, he's famous, and his entire life he's been about doing the impossible, which might be why a few years ago he came up with the crazy idea to be a boxer. Mike Tyson came to fighting a more typical way. It was the only choice he had. And what ensued was one of the wildest rides in the history of modern sports.
Who in this world has any chance against this man?
And here he is, getting back in a ring in Texas. Who are we to question what drives them? Who are we to say we're in disbelief about what's about to happen?
It can't get any bigger than this.
What round are you going to knock out Jake Paul in? As soon as he get hit, the first punch.
After all, we're right here with them. We can't look away. Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano, Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. Welcome to Fight Night. At long last, it's here.
We are just minutes away now from our co-main event. It has taken over 2 years to make this rematch. The first fight was epic, and this matchup is still the most significant fight in women's boxing today. We are less than an hour away from our main event, the fight that nobody could have imagined, but everybody wants to see. Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano are co-main that was up first. It's a great rivalry. The first fight was in truth very close. Taylor got a split decision win. It could arguably have gone either way. We're going to talk about it. Good to have you still with us. Kate, Andre, and Cedric here with you. Was the first fight the best women's fight you've ever seen?
I believe so. And it was ebbs and flows, back and forth. And it's funny because when we talked about the ladies, we said, what are you going to do different? Katie's like, I won the first fight, so why do I have to change anything? But then Amanda feels like she won the first fight, so she doesn't feel like she has to change much. So I think we're going to have much of what we had in the first fight, a barn burner back and forth.
Yeah, indeed. I think that. But it was a fight when I was in junior high school. that was a little better than that. But that was a girl named Teresa Coleman. I know she was in La. That's all I know. That fight.
Hey, you feel though, if you have a fight that makes you forget gender, that makes you forget it's women fighting, you just think, damn, this is a great fight. That's when you know it's special, right?
Yeah, that's what I really love about these. I mean, both of them are really, they like the art, they like the crowd, they throw a lot of punches. And so that's what I think is going to be entertaining. They fight like fighters, you know, and so it's that.
And now they're not just incentivized based on belts and bragging rights.
Yeah.
They're getting paid a lot too. So I'm not trying to pocket watch.
Right.
I'm just saying I'm happy
yes.
that they're getting what they get. A lot of incentive.
I'm just talking about how you doing it, man.
I guess when you're thinking about Katie Taylor and the fact that she did get the decision the first time, but at the same time, we saw her get hurt in that first fight, right? Is she going to come in a little more cautious and not want to get pulled into the barn burner that she got pulled into last time?
I think, of course, she's going to try, but Katie Taylor fights the way that she fights. She's got a lot of heart, and if you hit her, that engine that she has is going to get revved up. So it's going to be interesting to see if she can stay composed. I think Amanda Serrano is thinking knockout, knockout, knockout.
That's really what I thought was the difference of the first place. Katie's fight, her punches land heavier, and it makes you think it's a bigger punch. But Amanda had a lot more punches, even in the early rounds. She just threw more punches, and I thought that was the difference in that fight.
In terms of demeanor and what we've seen from them kind of in the build up to this week, do you give anybody the edge in that?
Maybe Amanda, just a little bit. You know, I saw her tonight, man. She doesn't look like she's coming to a fight. She looks like she's coming to watch a fight. She came in, she's smiling like, oh, what's up, Dre?
That's a good thing or a bad thing?
I mean, it depends on the fighter. Some fighters, they go inward and they get quiet. I was like that. Other fighters, the nerves, they come outward and they talk, and that's how they deal with it. So I just think it's a difference, but it's going to be a good fight no matter how we slice it.
Love that. I like that. I like being nice to people when they're I like that. On the way, though. On the way, how you doing?
Katie Taylor got that too. Katie Taylor got that too. She's humble, she's gracious,
Yes.
she's very quiet and reserved. She a badass too, though. And in terms of how this fight kind of happens, what are you expecting to see? Do you think it goes the distance? Do you think we see a knockout?
I think the power may be the difference in this fight. You know, I love both ladies as fighters, man. They do a great job. I wish it could be a draw, but I got a feeling it's not going to go the distance.
So nobody else wants to draw, Dre.
Yeah, nobody else wants to draw from me. But Katie, like, she's getting up there. She's got miles on her, and you know, we saw that in her last
38
couple of
years
fights.
old. Amanda has miles on her. She got 50 fights worth of miles on her.
She does MMA too, but I just think she may be a little bit more preserved for whatever reason. But the power may be the difference in this fight.
I already know your Team Serrano.
Yeah,
I see you.
that sounded. I was like, ooh, man, I might need to change my bet.
Okay, we are at the home of the Cowboys, AT&T Stadium. You see us here. We're ready for a brilliant co-main event. Two of the finest fighters in history, male or female, are set to meet again for the rematch. Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano 2. Let's do it. Let's go ringside to Mara Ronaldo.
All right, well, thank you very much, Kate and Rosie and Roy on the cusp of history here tonight. Rosie, you're the actress. They say the sequels are never better than the original, but I have a feeling that on this, the biggest stage, Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano are going to even top what they did on that historic night at Madison Square Garden. Let's take a look back at what was the fight of the year in 2022 and the greatest female boxing match ever. A sold-out crowd, first female main event at MSG.
I like what I see from Amanda. She came out throwing punches. She took the lead right away, and she had Katie on that back leg early, and Katie wasn't used to that. She used that pressure to put Katie in strange positions. Listen, Katie Taylor's not used to being here, and it made it very difficult for Katie. Like right there, she had those combinations. Katie just was not used to that. We see Katie bounce around. She hurt Katie right there. Everybody thought she had Katie out. I think she split her wide. Katie held on well. But she really was in bad trouble. Then Katie comes back and started fighting like the dog she is. Throwing combinations, getting those legs alive. Like that right there. moving with the legs, which is what we always expect from Katie. 4 or 5 punch combinations, you know what I'm saying? That's what Katie does. Amanda kept the pressure on. We both ended up doing this. I mean, how much more could you ask for in not only a woman's fight, but anybody's fight? This is what the fans pay to see. That was epic.
An incredible scene at Madison Square Garden. And tonight, while Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano renew hostilities, Serrano looking to become the 3rd woman undisputed champion in 2 divisions, joining Taylor and Clarissa Shields. Taylor, now 38, coming off the longest layoff of her career, but she says it did her body good. And she feels that she still has another great classic performance in her. And despite Serrano landing more punches than any previous Taylor opponent, Taylor feels that the rematch is tailor-made to another successful title defense. Serrano, she's a Guinness World Record holder. No one in the women's boxing world has ever done what she's done. 7-division champion, and now a unified featherweight champ. And so, here we are, Rosie and Roy. An incredible first fight. I know we're continuing to build it and build it. We expect another classic, but Rosie, you were there at MSG. You saw Amanda Serrano outland Taylor 44-14 in the 5th round. All those punches were power shots, which means everything other than a jab. And yet Taylor was able to come back, was able to smother Serrano's offense, clinch and reset. What do you expect in the encore?
I respect redemption from Serrano, and I expect confirmation from Taylor. So this is why it's going to be so exciting. Both of these women have something to prove tonight, and they're going to give it their all, just like they did in the first match together. And all I have to say is, who says women can't fight? These women brought it, and they're going to bring it again tonight, and I am beyond excited.
You heard it from the First Lady of Boxing, 2 future Hall of Famers, and we got a Hall of Famer on the broadcast team. Roy, what are the adjustments both Taylor and Serrano need to make in the sequel?
I think Taylor needs to make the adjustment of starting earlier. She started a little too late last time, but I think she started late because she wasn't expecting the pressure that Serrano put on her. Now, I think Serrano's idea is to manage her fight. Don't put on the gas too much too early, but know when to put the foot on the gas. Know when to accelerate.
Taylor and Amanda Serrano. Let's go to the tail of the tape. You know, the majority of Serrano's fights have come at 126. She's won titles from 115 to 140. She weighed in at 133 and a half for her first bout with Taylor at 135. This one, it's for a 140-pound undisputed title. They're supposed to come into a contract weight of 138. They both made that, and they are both ready to continue to make history. Let's go to the unofficial rules with Sean Wheeler. All right, 2-minute rounds, no 3 knockdown rule. Fighter cannot be saved by the bell. Fight official after 4 rounds. And let's take a closer look at Amanda Serrano. As mentioned, it's won a world record 7 titles in different weight divisions, and it's just a trailblazer. So committed to the sport of boxing. At 36, she just got her first cell phone this week. No drinks, no drugs. She doesn't even date. She wants to be the best to ever do it, and she is the first ever male female undisputed champion from Puerto Rico. If you know about Puerto Rico's pugilistic history, you know how impressive that is. She is currently a unified 126-pound champion. And yeah, it's all about sibling rivalry, and at times rivalry. Her sister, Cindy, they were the first sisters to hold championships simultaneously.
Thank you for giving that motivation to wake up every morning, to go run, to go fight, to go fight, because you bring that out of me, and I'm in the best shape. You're gonna see that come Friday. And that's what I'm gonna do. Fighting for the Taylor is just that.
How many times in Amanda Serrano's career you've been an underdog? Probably the first time.
Hold on to your belt for a little longer. Coming back home for Puerto Rico.
You're saying so you know.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the rematch for the undisputed Super Lightweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, the challenger, fighting out of the red corner, making her way into the ring. Here is Amanda Serrano.
What a scene, the smile and the focus of Amanda Serrano. She is being flanked by America's sweethearts. You saw them on the Netflix special, the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders, and everyone these days is cheering for women's boxing, Rosie.
They sure are. And I just have to give a shout out to Clarissa Shields and all the other women that have helped lift up women's boxing. But tonight, it's Jake Paul. He got these women paid. He put these women on the map, and their talent and their skill carried them off. I am so excited tonight.
A record and widely recognized world title fight, 17-2 with 9 KOs. Turned professional in 2009, has captured titles from 115 all the way up to this weight class. Her dominance, well, it's been well documented. And Roy, what does impress you most about not only the skills, but the character of Amanda Serrano?
The fact that she's been diligently sticking to what she's trying to do in boxing. She finally got a break. She's making a break for women's boxing. She's doing so much. And for her to be so strong and to do all the things she's done while going through all this, it's been brilliant.
Is that a bulletproof vest she's wearing?
I don't know.
Oh my goodness. She is not playing tonight. Look at this crowd, Morrow. They are on their feet.
Madison Square Garden was sold out, over 19,000 for the first female main event at the world's most famous arena. But this crowd dwarfs that here at AT&T Stadium. A moment that women have been working for nearly 50 years to attain in the sport of boxing. Remember, 1975, women were suing just to get the right to box in New York. But here's, well, all Irish eyes are smiling for Katie Taylor, instrumental in getting boxing for women put into the Olympics. Only fitting that she won an Olympic gold medal in the first Olympics to feature women's boxing. She, along with Clarissa Shields, the only women to be undisputed in 2 different weight classes. We talked about it and how special it was for them to headline at the Mecca. And, well, she wants to make it 2 in a row after shading Serrano via debatable split decision in their first fight in 2022. A woman has committed her life to the sport of boxing, Katie Taylor.
Representing the
I think that this is another huge running up and over there. Lots of good reviews on pretty short. My best of made the night of my career, so it's going to be the biggest I've been talking ever.
The defending champion, fighting out of the blue corner, here is Katie Taylor.
Soaking up the magnitude of the moment. First fight in Texas, regarded by many as Ireland's greatest ever athlete due to her trailblazing achievements. When boxing was banned for females in Ireland, she would disguise herself as a boy in order to fight. She has not just been one of the most decorated champions in the ring, but one of the most inspiring and committed advocates for women's boxing, women's athletics, and the belts tell the story. 38-year-old Katie Taylor making her way to the ring in widely recognized championship fights. She is 17-1. She avenged that loss to Chantel Cameron to become undisputed champion at 140. Her last stoppage win, well, it came 11 fights ago in 2019 over Rose Valente. Tonight, Taylor Serrano make history again under the brightest lights imaginable.
Nothing but mad respect for Katie Taylor. What she's brought to the sport, you just have to give it to her. She looks locked in. I just feel the emotion just vibrating through the stadium. It is a special night for boxing. It is a special night for women's boxing.
All right, with the official introductions from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Here once again, it's Big Mo.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your co-main event of the evening. The rematch for the undisputed super lightweight championship of the world. Live worldwide on Netflix from AT&T Stadium here in Texas. It is sanctioned by the Texas State Athletic Commission with our judges at ringside. From Canada, Jeremy Hayes. From Indiana, Nate Palmer. From Texas, Jesse Reyes. And our timekeepers, Hanera Perez and Arthur White. And our referee in charge when the bell rings from Texas, John Shorley. Let's meet the fighters. First, the challenger, fighting out of the red corner. Wearing the all black, she stands 5 feet, 5 1/2 inches tall. She weighed in at 137.4 pounds. She holds a professional record of 47 victories, opposite just 2 defeats and 1 draw, with 31 of those wins coming by way of knockout. And she fights out of Carolina, Puerto Rico. She is chronicled in the Guinness Book of World Records, having captured 9 world titles across 7 weight divisions. And she was the very first Puerto Rican undisputed world champion. And she is the current reigning unified featherweight champion of the world. Damas y caballeros, presentando a la campeona unificada del mundo, Amanda, the real deal, Serrano. And now her opponent, the champion, finally out of the blue corner, wearing the black trunks with gold trim. She stands 5 feet 5 inches tall. She weighed in at 137.4 pounds. She holds a near perfect professional record of 23 victories versus just 1 defeat, with 6 of those wins coming by way of knockout. And she fights out of Bray, Ireland. She's one of the most decorated boxers in history. As an amateur, she was the 5-time World Championships gold medalist. She was the 6-time European gold medalist. She was the 5-time European Union gold medalist. And in 2012, she became an Olympic gold medalist. And as a professional, she is the 2-division world champion. And tonight, she is the reigning, defending, undisputed super lightweight champion of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, Katie Taylor.
Okay, ladies, this is for the undisputed world championship. Give me a good, clean fight. Obey my commands and protect yourselves at all times. Touch gloves, good luck.
Katie Taylor has already cemented her legacy as one of the best after. She wants to close this rivalry with another win over Amanda Serrano, who, if she records a knockout tonight, would equal Hall of Famer Christy Martin's all-time female record of 32. Sydney Sweeney's playing the coal miner's daughter in the upcoming biopic.
You ready?
Christy Martin, a Hall of Famer. I know she is also watching tonight and celebrating the evolution of women's boxing. This is round 1, but really round 11, following that instant classic 2 years ago. And if you look at what the strategy should be, Roy, many people say for Taylor, it's about the lateral movement. It's about fighting off the back foot, establishing the jab. For Serrano, as she did in the first fight, outworked, outlanded Taylor, but Taylor was able to dig deep and really storm back in that last 30 seconds of the 10th round. Hey, Riddick Bowe and Holyfield, they have some company for the 10th round, Roy. What a round it was.
Yeah, it was one of the most epic rounds in the sport of boxing that I've seen, and definitely the biggest round ever for female boxing. But right now, Katie's starting out a little different.
Oh, the counter started.
Yeah, they both started out a little different, but good jab.
And of course, Serrano, the southpaw, doubling up the jab, lands a straight left down the middle. And one thing we saw, the adjustment being made, Taylor, after that 5th round onslaught from Serrano, she was able to clinch and reset, smother the offense of Serrano. But right now, a good start for the champion, Rosie, as she's on that back foot, trying to angle away from the pressure of Serrano.
Yeah, but Serrano's coming forward, and Katie better stay away from that corner, because if Serrano catches her, it's going to be really, really a tough night for Katie Taylor.
Oh, beautiful hand speed, crisp combination from Taylor. Backs up, trying to set a trap for a counter. Serrano lands the left.
Serrano is a better puncher for sure, but Katie's got to keep out of those corners and keep attacking Serrano first.
Yeah. Katie's using a
nice lead left hand by the southpaw. And that's one thing we've seen with Taylor in that first fight too, the bobbing and weaving, the slipping, but returning to center line. Serrano able to time that. And then but Taylor was in trouble.
Wow.
Serrano's a real puncher.
Well, she is not playing.
It suits us, right? We're going to make it a boxing match that suits us. So listen,
right. You can't get lax when you get distance like that. You're dropping your left hand, you're coming over the top. It's going to set you up a backhand. You got to know your range. Keep your hey, take a step back. You come back in range. You got to bring the shit back up. Keep occupying with the lead hand. She's ducking underneath right hand, right?
We see Amanda coming with the overhand left right there. She had landed a couple times already. That was a big overhand left. Her favorite punch, her best punch of the fight. Once again, she got Katie in the corner, like I said, Katie could be, and bam, then she landed that beautiful overhand left. That really shook Katie. Katie was a little.
High drama from the jump here at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The rematch for the undisputed 140-pound crown, and Serrano. You know what? Katie better bar the door because Serrano is bringing an offensive onslaught to this rematch already.
Give me a second, y'all.
Of knockout. And she
de empujar hacia adelante. Katie Taylor es muy buena contragolpeando, dando el paso para atrás. Oh, ahí le dieron
Again, longest career layoff. And now a special message from Jamie Foxx and Cameron Diaz about their new movie Back in Action, January 17, only on Netflix.
Everybody, hope you enjoying the action.
I mean, Tyson is back.
Cameron, you are also back.
We are back.
That's
we
right.
are back in action. So check this out. Okay, you know that I love our life.
What?
Tonight, something clicked. I felt alive again. I felt like a bitch again. Mom, she's fine. It's not that bad. What is going on?
We were offered this for the CIA.
Like Jason Bourne?
Yeah, but we remember stuff.
Yeah.
Just like old times, baby. Just like old times.
We back in business.
And now back to action. Round number 3.
I like that Katie came out early and met her in the middle of the ring because I did like her her body. Her body was looking at the end of that last round, but now she looks a little different.
Total power punches through 2 rounds. Taylor, 21 of 57, 37%. Serrano, 30 of 62, 48%. And again, 2-minute rounds, 10 rounds in women's championship fights. So it is a sprint, not a marathon. And yet you wonder, Serrano has been an advocate. She wants 12 3-minute rounds, just like the men. And yet, Roy, we've talked about this. There's something to be said about these 2-minute rounds and the action they produce.
I love the action that these 2-minute rounds produce. I think this is perfect because there are very few women, with the exception of Serrano and the girl that fought earlier tonight, they get a lot of knockouts.
Shadesha Green won a vacant 168-pound title on the undercard, defeating Canada's Melinda Watpool. Under a minute left in the third, Rosie.
You know, Katie Taylor is being smart by clinching Serrano because Serrano is delivering power punches.
She's got a mean left hook and a mean overhand left. But Katie is as game as they come.
I'd say.
Half a minute remaining in the third, and the pressure building. And this is where Taylor does not want to get into a fierce exchange with Serrano. She's already tasted her power.
Yeah, I still don't like Katie's body language right here, but we'll see what happens.
Me either. She also has a worried look on her face.
Yes,
and her mouth is, and her mouth is still open.
Yes. She doesn't look like the normal Katie Taylor tonight.
Nope.
Nope.
Well, Amir Tyson did a tremendous job joining us so far, the crew on the prelims, and what is going to be the one of the more special moments of his life. We sent him into the locker room to interview his dad, the one and only Iron Mike Tyson.
Dad, you ready for tonight?
Ready yet?
How do you feel about the disrespect he's been constantly throwing your way? And is it fueling you to get you more violent result?
Paying any attention to it. We're fighting now. Nothing matters anymore.
What's your prediction?
Vicious win.
Vicious win. Thank you, Dad.
Love you.
Love you too.
What the fuck? Boy.
And son. And
We could have done without that butt shot there.
well, it's like Olivia Rodrigo. Hey, it's like Olivia Rodrigo said. Mike Tyson maybe wants to kiss Jake Paul with an uppercut.
I tell you, I don't like her body language, but I like this. She's coming out ready to fight right away every round. She's taking the center of the ring right away, and that says a lot about what Katie's thinking and how she's feeling. So though the body language doesn't look good, that right there is saying something.
This is round 4. And concern in the undisputed champion's corner. Serrano continuing to do what she did in that first fight. Put the pressure on. Delivered punt. Nice combination from the champion. Tries to escape. Serrano trying to cut off the ring. Corrals Taylor in the corner. And this is where Taylor wants to avoid being along the red. She's in trouble again. He can. It's ill-conceived for Taylor to get into a firefight with Serrano.
Now, Serrano is a real puncher.
Serrano is number 1 among female fighters in punches thrown, landed, and power landed. Taylor number 2 in connect percentage and number 3 in opponent's lowest power connect percentage. 2 of the very best to ever put on the gloves, the creme de la creme. And this is what they are producing here with 42 seconds left in the 4th. Taylor trying to counter, but her balance. There's an issue with Rosie with Taylor's body language.
I think that was from the headbutt.
That's a headbutt?
Yep.
Well, that's what Taylor calls it. Stumbling and falling into Serrano. Having balance issues.
And it looks like a bad cut, too.
Yep.
Stop.
But they're both calling to each other, actually.
Orthodox southpaw, it happens all the time.
Surprised it didn't happen the first time.
Amen.
Good shot by Katie.
Serrano is knocked out in 6 of the 130 pounds.
Good shot.
Nice shot.
Oh, good shot. Wow.
Amanda Serrano, ladies and gentlemen. What a nasty headbutt.
What a fight you got.
Oh, that's a headbutt. Where's the Edgewell I hear? Remember Mike Tyson in that ill-fated fight against Buster Douglas?
Let me see the girl come down to her headbutt right there, I think. Yes. It's all wrist. Yep, you see her wrist right there. Blood coming out of the cup right there, she's missing.
So adversity for Serrano, but will detect the location of the cut, whether or not it will create temporary blindness or impact her vision. And the cut man doing a great job in the corner. For Amanda Serrano, it's Mike Bazell. He's trained by her brother-in-law, Gordon Maldonado. Russ Animate, the trainer of Katie Taylor. Mike Rodriguez, her cut man. This is round 5. We're almost halfway there. These women's title fights fly by because of the time and because of the action.
Yes. And Katie's throwing some really good punches now.
Katie Taylor looking to just try to keep Serrano off her. This is what she's got to do. Utilize the footwork, the lateral movement.
Exactly. And use that combination like that.
Nice counter left hand down the middle by Serrano. Lead left by Serrano. She's walking down Katie Taylor. Serrano has scored knockouts in 6 of the 7 divisions that she has won the title. The only division she hasn't scored a KO in, 140 pounds.
It's very dangerous for Katie Taylor to keep her mouth open like that because if Serrano connects on her chin, she could break
her jaw.
Break her jaw.
Yep.
Taylor forced to back up again to the ropes and just unable to get on track, unable to build any rhythm, find her timing. She is feeling the pressure, the mental and the physical pressure of Serrano, and yet this is smart. The ring IQ is there for Taylor. She has to clinch, has to reset.
Very smart by Katie. And the thing for Katie Taylor, when she starts first sometime, she disrupts Serrano's rhythm. So Serrano can't throw the power that she normally would throw if Katie hadn't disrupted her rhythm.
That's what Katie did in the later rounds in the first match.
Yeah, she goes early left like that. If she goes early, she disrupts Amanda's rhythm. Good passion.
Real nice exchanges here.
Yep.
The second major event I've had the pleasure of calling at AT&T Stadium. I was here in 2016 as a WWE broadcaster for WrestleMania. Coming up to Netflix Monday, January 6th, 2025. WWE comes to Netflix, and they would appreciate that. And it's great to hear from so many of my former colleagues at WWE. Glad you're enjoying boxing on Netflix.
You gotta put more pressure, baby. You hear me? Deep breath, let it out slow. Real quick, baby. You just gotta rough up. You gotta let your hands go. She's gonna hold, man. She's doing that dirty shit. That's all she could do. She grabs you, she heads you. But when you're in there, you gotta manhandle her. Let your punches go through the heart. A lot of them. Let's go. Hey, watch the holding. You're better than that. Ready?
Did the ref just say that?
When it comes
Oh, wow.
to the cut, and we talk about orthodox and southpaw, it always happens. But is it Serrano leading with her head, or is it just again the nature of the stances?
Just the nature of the stances. Both of the backhands have to make so much roll to the hook. Both of the backhands have to come so far forward, and when they come forward, both of the hands come forward with the backhands.
And the ref just gave Taylor a warning. She said, watch the holding, you're better than that.
Referee John Shirley, total punches through 5. Taylor 63 of 183 for 34%. Serrano 91 of 284. 32%. So just like the first fight, Serrano's landing more. Taylor is landing at a better percentage.
Yeah, exactly. I told you once you the same fight again. Oh, strange.
Man. Oh, no. That cut has suddenly become a major issue.
Where's the doctor?
Sean Wheelock is our rules expert, unofficial score. Let's wait to see what the referee says first, and then we'll check in with you.
Where's the doctor? Where's the doctor, Greg? The doctor.
Hey, Roy, do you think that was an intentional hit, bud?
No intention.
Sean, jump in here, my friend.
George Shirley, the referee, did an outstanding job. In round number 4, he immediately indicated it was an accidental head suffered by Amanda Serrano. John Shirley called time. He has not yet indicated whether he believes this is an intentional or an accidental headbutt. Now, again, we are in the 5 rules of boxing. If this cut were to stop the bout, we are past the 4-round threshold. This would be a technical decision. But time in for the John Shirley. We will continue.
And the crowd euphoric at the fight resuming, and gee, what was Serrano going to say other than, yeah, of course I could continue to fight. Oh, what an exchange! And Taylor standing her ground. Lateral movement, angling away from the ropes, but Serrano continues to stalk her. The upper body movement served Serrano well for the most part in the first fight, but also ended up leading to some counters from Taylor.
That cut is bad.
Yeah, it is.
And the sense of urgency, overcoming adversity. But like Sean Wheelock said, it happened after the 4th. They would go to the scorecards and, well, we don't want that to be the case. We want to have a definitive conclusion. Even the first fight could have gone either way.
Katie digging deep with the combinations now.
Amanda has to retain her composure after that second hit.
Look at that shit. Wow, you go down. That's so good.
I think they're gonna stop it.
That's not head for
You think they're gonna stop it?
They're both doing it. It's not
So they come forward, and they both come forward, and there they go. Both were coming forward. What's not into it? Both fighters were just going forward, and that's what happens with southpaw and orthodox fighter most of the time.
That's fast. Well, you know it there. Okay, let us go. We got it. Let's fight. Stand, man. Wow, look at that shit. Come on, man. Now look, the next thing here's going on the put pressure. Put the chin down.
You need to cut the tension with the chainsaw in this place right now. It's incredible. It's incredible.
And Amanda's head must be ringing.
Yep.
Round number 7, and boy, they are meeting in the center ring. There's the handspree from Taylor, but she gets caught with the counter from Serrano, and Serrano gets caught. The weight began.
Oh goodness! Oh goodness! Oh goodness!
Fight of the year, 2 beginning to form here.
Yes, sir, it is.
Serrano walking down the Taylor, refusing to just stay in front of her, trying to show off the hand speed.
Well, it would do anybody good to go to the body right now, too.
And we saw Amanda Serrano do just that a lot in the first fight. She is a devastating body puncher. I think Roy Jones, you had a pretty devastating body shot KO against Burch Hill. Look at him. Have his ribs recovered yet? Amanda left in the 7th. Rosie, I know you're watching in awe. What do you make? You were there live in the stands. Now you're ringside. Look at this action.
This is the incredible fight.
Again.
I mean, store fight.
Again.
In the words of DJ Khaled, another one. And yes, that was for my good friend NDE watching in Los Angeles, California. No, she's really concerned with the cut. Taylor, on the left hand from Taylor.
Taylor's capitalizing on that headbutt cut, not only with her fist, but also with her head. You see her pulling in, she's pushing against it.
Another right hand from Serrano. Incredible action.
Amanda landing a very good right hook.
Yep. And that's Taylor cannot square up in front of Serrano.
3 rounds. You got 6 minutes. You understand me? Listen, your offense is hey. You let your hands go, you touch her. You understand me? It's when we go over. Leave her. Hey, when we fence, you can't just stand still like a statue. You do all this work, you can't just stand there and let her answer back. You gotta get small, cover up, tie her up, push off, spin off. Don't just stand still like a statue. You're wasting your work to just standing there and letting her answer right back. We need 4 or 5 shots. Take a fucking walk. You got a big win, use it. Reset, make her reset. And you get off again. You got 6 minutes. We're gonna have to bite down for this now. We need to stand rounds.
We go left, a right uppercut by Amanda, the liver landing all night long. Followed by, she tried to throw hook, and there goes a left hook. And she missed the right hand, but there you see both girls landing there. Amanda with that good left hand and right hook.
Okay. Well, Rock's MMA trainer for Katie Taylor agreeing with us, and we talked about it. He wants her to reset. He wants her to clinch, not to get in the firefight, not to square up, not to stay in front of her. Easier said than done against a inexorable machine like Serrano, who got tagged with a left hook by Taylor.
Oh, good shot.
Total punches in round 7. Taylor, 99. Serrano, 54 of 97. Mamma mia.
See, this is why I like the 2 minutes. We'll never get a chance to get too tired to not keep giving us action.
That incredible 7th round, I need to reiterate this. They combined 89 landed, 170 thrown in 2 minutes.
Exactly.
Faster than the Kentucky Derby.
Don't do it again.
Another warning. Another warning.
And it's incredible. What? Oh, the left hand by Taylor catches Serrano.
Oh, good shot.
My goodness. So much leverage on those punches.
Both of them throwing real shots now.
Yeah. Roy, do you think that blood coming down in that foot is impairing Serrano's vision?
Of course, but Serrano don't care. She's going to win.
Referee John Shirley has his work cut out for him in this one. They are fighting at extremely close quarters. Serrano cut over the right eye. Taylor standing up. Look at him.
And Serrano is now also going to the Patterson, which I think both girls should do.
Oh, man. Legendary action. And yes, this is a recording between Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano.
One point.
Oh, no.
You have to take a point of it. I told you.
I think that's
I
fair.
told you.
Shirley has just conducted
I don't think that's fair, though.
I agree with you.
I don't think that's fair. I think they both here for each other.
We've got,
By mistake.
in the words of the late great Tupac Shakur, we've got more drama than a soap opera here, kids.
Well, the first warning was for holding. The second warning was for the headbutt.
No, both were for here, but he like to the play.
By 1 point, you're not.
Yeah, he took a play. Both were for here, but
I
he
stand
like to the
corrected.
play.
Let's check in with the replay.
That's too wrong, baby. It's a good even. So,
Once again, they both just fighting. Nothing right there. They both just fighting and pushing forward. I don't see how you blame her or how you took a point for her, but right there.
Well, we are
That was
going
penetration.
to find out momentarily as they continue to work away on the cut. Mike Bazell earning his money here tonight, working the cut of Amanda Serrano.
you better change something.
Referee John Shirley is warning Taylor, you better change something. Drawing the eyes of the crowd here in Arlington. Let's bring in rules expert Sean Wheelock. Sean, what do you make of what's transpired in that last round?
Laura, so we've had 4 headbutts ruled for Katie Taylor by referee John Shirley. Shirley said the headbutts against Amanda Serrano for Katie Taylor in rounds 4 and 6 were accidental. But as we just saw round number 8, first it was a headbutt. Shirley told Katie Taylor that was intentional. Hard warning. The next headbutt that Shirley saw intentional as well. That's the reason for the 1 point deduction. I gave that in the 9th round.
All right, now let's go. Is this championship round already in? Let's check in with Ariel Helwani in the Serrano corner.
Jordan, you just said Katie is so dirty.
She's so dirty. She leads with her head, man. She's such a nice person outside, but she goes in there and she's so dirty. A lot of her opponents have been cut, headbutted. She leads with her head, man. That's her best attribute.
How concerned are you with the cut?
It's bad. You know, it impairs your vision. And that is a warrior, a little warrior coming up, winning the so-called best in the world. And all she could do is fucking headbutt and hold. That's why she got a point taken off.
How do you score right now?
Right now, I believe we're ahead. I believe we're ahead by 1 round. But you know what? Look at our leading. Let's go, man.
Thank you, Jordan. Good luck.
Let's go.
It's a showcase of raw power, speed, and technique that demonstrates the true potential of human performance. But somebody needs to check the DNA of Serrano and Taylor because these two are superhuman.
Going toe to toe. Katie's just giving up the stick and move. She's just going toe to toe.
Yes, she is. Soccer, the robot of the highest order and in the championship fight.
Taylor Love will just give up her title. She's not going down without a fight. Good body shot by Amanda.
I think Amanda can stay out of that.
Man, a world of attrition. Both fighters pushing each other to the limits in this technological, architectural marvel, AT&T Stadium. The home of the Cowboys tonight is home to World Championship Boxing.
2 minutes. Everything we got. We gotta go get all that sparring for right now. All that running for right now. 2 minutes. Don't get out until the last round. We need this fucking round. You understand me? You gotta get it and finish and you sharp. Don't let her answer right back. Sit down and fucking let it live. You understand me? Deep breath. Deep breath. We good. You're a dog. You're built for this shit. Let's go. Take a sip. Get a sip. Stay focused. Hey, you got more heart than anybody here. Let's go. Katie, we need this out. Get it.
The beauty
of technique. This is
También que no vuelva a cometer el error de entrar con la cabeza un punto más, porque sería la cabeza para que Taylor. Vamos al último.
2 minutes or less. Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano, attacking each other with relentless fury.
Nobody has no quit on side. Nobody has no quit on.
As we can describe the action as much as we can try to tell the story, this visceral action speaks for itself. It is incredible to witness.
It is. Rock'em Sock'em Robots inside the ring tonight.
Good try.
Serrano looking to equal the all-time female record of 32 knockouts. Currently held by Hall of Famer Christy Martin. Taylor and Serrano fishing for the KO. Final 60 seconds.
Katie has to pass her hands. When they start listening, she goes, she really turns them loose. She's hurting her. Look at her. Look at her. The both hurting. If somebody go to the body, they were doing very good. Nobody goes to the body here.
He's just pushing that head, pushing that head.
That's it. Pushing her fighting. And Amanda is a dog for going through that. She bleeds. She don't care nothing about those eyes. She just got a good body shot by Amanda.
Katie Taylor, one of Ireland's most decorated athletes. Amanda Serrano, all about Puerto Rican people. Guts, glory, history made up. Taylor, took an epic encounter. What more do you want from professional boxing? Victory! Wow! Incredible!
Wow. I'm standing up on my feet. Wow. The these ladies,
the broadcast team is on its feet. Every person in the stadium is on its feet. I got goosebumps on goosebumps. It's just simply incredible. And look at the face of Amanda Serrano. The headbutts, the cuts, the adversity. And now we wait and see. It was a debatable, controversial split decision the first time around. Roy, let's go.
You see Anthony was Katie throwing 4 or 5 punch combinations every time she could. Amanda come back, paying it to the body, paying it to the head. But then Katie went off with bring 2 more good punches, but Amanda throwing some real devastating punches there. Oh, good left hand by Amanda. Oh, good right hook by Amanda. She threw the right hook that could have finished matters. But Katie kept coming right back. Look at that. These women are probably 2 of the best women fighters that we're ever going to see as far as fighting one another. They bring the best out of each other. This is the Ali version of female boxing.
So well put. After what they did at MSG, where once a home of the fight of the century, you're Roy Jones Jr. Amen. Testify. Let's go to Sean Wheelock. My man, how do you have it after 10 glorious rounds?
Glorious indeed, Mauro. 96-93, Amanda Serrano. 6 rounds to 4. But go to round number 8. I had that as the 10-9 Katie Taylor round, but with the 1-point deduction as John Shorley, first on the hard warning, and then on the second, with Shorley deemed 2 intentional headbutts by Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano in round number 8. That goes from a 10-9 to a 9-9 for Katie Taylor. I still have, regardless of round number 8 and the 1-point deduction, Amanda Serrano winning this fight.
We have witnessed a celebration of the warrior spirit that inspires fans and fighters alike, and it's up to Jeremy Hayes of Canada, Nate Palmer of Indiana, and Jesse Reyes of Texas
to determine who leaves undisputed champion at 140. Will Sedano join Taylor and Clarissa Shields as the only undisputed champions in 2 divisions? I know we're waiting on pins and needles. We don't have to wait anymore. Here, it's Big Mo.
Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for these two. After 10 full rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for the official decision. All 3 judges see the contest 95-94, declaring your winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed super lightweight champion of the world,
Cauldron of controversy, and I cannot sit here. It's just, I mean, you cannot take anything away from Katie Taylor and her legacy. But my God, how does one rob Amanda Serrano after a bravura performance like that, Rosie?
I think this is going to be an asterisk on Katie Taylor's legacy. I thought Amanda Serrano won the fight, not just because she's a Boricua. I'm just saying that she was a warrior. With that headbutt, she just kept going and throwing the more effective, more power punches. And I'm
this has got to be crushing, Roy, for Amanda Serrano. What do you think, Roy? And let's see if the CompuBox totals help us make sense of this story. And well, we will wait and see. But I have a feeling that the CompuBox stats are going to favor one Amanda Serrano. And I mean, again, it's a broken record. And it's so just, devastating for Amanda Serrano. But Katie Taylor, again, just like the first time, a heavily disputed decision. And Ariel Helwani is in the ring with the champ.
Thank you very much, Moro. Katie, congratulations on the win. Congratulations on another instant classic. What were you thinking before the judges announced the scorecards? Did you think you had done enough to win this fight?
Well, it's obviously very hard to tell during the fight, but I knew it was an absolute slugfest in there, an absolute war, and I'm just thank God that I won this fight, and congratulations to Amanda. She's a fantastic champion. I think we agreed to 12 treatment rounds our next fight, so the triple is on.
Obviously, this crowd not agreeing with the decision, the broadcast team as well. How did you rebound after that first round? It seemed like she rocked you late, and you were able to come back. How did you rebound?
That's what a boxer does. We train so hard to recover from those moments. Any punch can change a fight in boxing, and she's a hard puncher. She's a very tough warrior, and I was prepared for that. I don't care if the commentary team or the crowd disagree with the result. The only ones that matter are the judges around the ring. So thank God.
Obviously, the cut was very significant. Her team said that you were fighting dirty. What is your response to them? And of course, the point deduction as well.
Well, I definitely agree with the point deduction, but I certainly wasn't fighting dirty. Sometimes it gets rough in there, and you have to prepare for those moments.
As far as your career and all the great accomplishments that you've had, where does this moment rank for you?
This is an amazing moment again for women's boxing, and we put on a show, we put on a performance again for everybody, and just thank God for another amazing night.
I'd like to get a word here with Amanda Serrano. A great moment here. Arlington, show these two great warriors the respect that they deserve. And there's the cut right over there. Amanda, another supremely close fight. Your immediate reaction to the judges' scorecards?
Listen, I knew if I went to the judges, it was going to be a little shady. But listen, I came here. I chose to be great. I went up 3 divisions. I lost in 2. Man, I get to be great tonight. And I went up 3 divisions. I'm the featherweight champion of the world. And I want to be great. Only I fight the best. And listen, it is what it is. I'm a featherweight, man.
You are a tough fighter, period. The cut, obviously, very significant. How much did it bother you throughout the fight?
Listen, every time you get a cut, it bothers me. You get blood in your eye. It hurts. She kept headbutting me, but we knew that from the very beginning, from the first fight. That's what they do. It's not only my fight. She did it with Chantel Cameron. Listen, I'm a Boricua. I'm going to die in this ring no matter what. No matter how many cuts I have in my face, I'm going to die to the very end.
Towards the end of the fight, Jordan said that she was fighting dirty. The point was deducted. Do you think those headbutts were intentional on her part?
I think 100% because she does it in every fight. It's not the first fight. It was my first fight out of 40-something fights. My first cut was with Katie Taylor. Like I said, she did it with Chantel Cameron, and it's been other fights that I've seen her lose her head dirty, but it is what it is. I'm a champion. No matter what, I'm still a featherweight champion. I went up 3 divisions. Listen, I'm happy with my team. I'm super grateful. I'm honored to be here. Listen, I'm in Jerry's world right now, fighting on Netflix. Who knew 2 women will co-headline a great fight like this? I'm on Netflix. But listen, I want to say happy birthday to my dad. It's his birthday tomorrow. I couldn't bring the belts back, but I'm healthy. I'm safe. I love you. It's been a hard year for us. But like I did today, Daddy, we're champions and we're going to keep fighting.
Absolutely. He has to be proud of you. What you did tonight, once again, with Katie Taylor, nothing short of amazing. She alluded to the fact that she would be open to a 3rd fight. I'm assuming you would be as well.
Listen, it's up to the team.
Headbutting is not included.
Listen, it's up to the
Headbutting
team.
is not included. And we get a fair referee, one that knows what he's doing and is going to do what he has to do. Because when you're getting headbutted repeatedly and the ref is, I'm doing what he didn't do anything. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of headbutting. Amanda Serrano has 50 fights. The first time she ever got cut was the first fight with Katie Taylor. If you look at Katie Taylor's fights, you'll see a lot of her opponents have gone out with grotesque swelling in their head. Look at the way Chantel Cameron looked. Cuts in their face. She fought Nina Ment. They stopped the fight on cuts, headbutt. So that's nothing new. That's what they do. They lead with their head. And Katie's a beautiful person, but has an extremely huge head.
One last thing for Nikisa. Come over here. You want to say something?
Let's do PFL, man. We love to get in PFL. That would be something nice, right?
Yeah, an MMA fight. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I think the world would love to see you two in a ring or a cage one more time. Final word, Jordan.
Mind you, we're coming up 3 divisions from 126 pounds. They say that Amanda's not a 126 pounder, but try fighting at 114, 118, 122, 126, and tell me that someone at 135 can drop those weights. Amanda's a little girl, but you know what? With a huge heart. Puerto Rico, we love you. Tomorrow, we'll be in Puerto Rico.
Thank you so much, Jordan. Amanda, congratulations on another incredible fight. Arlington, make some noise for both Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor.
Serrano has never been knocked down in the ring, but the judges have knocked her down twice against Katie Taylor, and it's heartbreaking and crushing. And let's revisit again this symphony of violence, the beauty and brutality that makes this sport so amazing. Highlight of the night, presented by Celsius. Live Fit. Roy, take it away.
Well, right there, Amanda, her kid was very bad that first round to open him up. And Katie thought throwing the combinations. The thing to me was Katie was throwing a few more punches, but most of Amanda's punches had more devastation on them. That was the head, but they caught the cut. That was the really turning point in the fight as far as that goes, because without that cut, I think Amanda would have got even more done. There was another headbutt, followed by a punch, and they right. She really beat him with her head some, probably too much. But like I said, anytime a left-handed fighter and a right-handed fighter come together, that usually happens. So it's not just this fight. It's not just these two. And I don't think it's intentional. I just think it's just a real fight.
I think people are going to be arguing about this decision for a very long time.
It's sad that it will take away from again. We're talking another fight of the year here, kid.
Yes. You gotta respect Katie Taylor. I do not like the hate that's going on.
All right.
You still gotta respect her.
Netflix making this in November to remember by streaming a main event unlike any we have seen. It's a fight that no one saw coming, but the world we'll be watching. And to set the table for Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson, let's go back to Kate Scott.
Thank you so much, Merrill. What a night here in Texas, and it is only going to get better. Iron Mike looking to roll it back in his first professional fight in 19 years. Yesterday, he slapped Jake Paul. Tonight, he will look to knock him out. Our main event is up next, and yes, it is obvious that Jake Paul and Mike Tyson are an unlikely pair. Different backgrounds, different journeys, and different generations have led them to the exact same place at the exact same time with the exact same goal.
What if? It's a question with timeless appeal all over the world of sport. Like, what if you just decided one day you wanted to be a professional boxer and didn't listen to anyone when they told you how crazy that was?
This is the opportunity of a lifetime to fight one of the two most famous boxers to ever live. It is ambitious, but I'm a victim of ambition.
I'm a king in the game, but you know that. Get it when I can control that. Ice in my veins, you can call it a cold stack. Take a step back and you know that I'll show that.
Or what would happen if you were a boxer? A legendary one, in fact. And you decided you wanted back in. All reason be damned.
No other 58-year-old is doing this because they can do it. Okay? Who's gonna stop me?
Yeah, it's in my blood. Came from the bottom, I was living in the mud. I've been working so hard, only ever moving up. Ain't nothing you can do that'll make me stop.
Two pretty improbable stories, right? Well, what if they collided? And what if we all had a chance to find out what happened next? For Jake Paul, just remember, if this feels like a culmination of everything he's been working towards, he still sees it as just the start.
I'm going to become a world champion way faster than people are expecting.
How do you take over a sport? You topple one of its biggest names and force everyone to reckon with what you've built.
On the truth. Believe that.
As a matter of fact, I'm a natural born killer.
They once called Mike Tyson the baddest man on the planet. It was a reflection of how dangerous he seemed, how powerful he appeared. But now, what does Mike have left? What is he still capable of? How good is Jake really? How high can he climb? More questions with timeless appeal. More answers about to come. After all the hype, after all the buildup, it's at last here. Jake Paul, Mike Tyson. What if? Right now.
We are on the precipice of the unprecedented. Nobody knows what is going to happen once the bell rings tonight. Jake Paul only has 11 pro fights. Can he beat an all-time great? Mike Tyson is a killer, yes, but he is 58 years old, everybody. Has he got one more knockout left in him? We're going to find out about 30 minutes from now. A worldwide audience from more than 190 countries watching live on Netflix. And with that, very warm welcome inside AT&T Stadium once again. I'm Kate Scott with Andre Ward, Cedric the Entertainer, a worldwide audience with you here around Netflix around the globe. It is good to be with you here this evening. Let me talk about Mike Tyson. You've been to a Mike Tyson fight before?
Oh, yeah, of course.
You have? Which one?
Yeah, several. But I was at the fight. When he did the ear, I was in the building. Yeah, I nibbled on the ear,
This gonna be my first. It's gonna be my first Mike Tyson ring walk. I'm hyped for that. Me too. No robe, no socks.
Okay. Yeah. That's how he comes out, man. He's like steady, strong, like a rock. Just ready. We ready for this fight. Tonight's been crazy.
Is he ready for this fight? It's 8 rounds, 2 minutes, 16 minutes in total. Does he still got that in him at 58 years old?
Well, we get ready to find out. And I think Mike is as ready as he can be at 58. One thing I'm encouraged about with Mike is that he took it serious. He's been training for 6-7 months. And, when I interviewed him, I said, "But how you doing? How's training?" "Man, brother, I'm training every day." And the look he had in his eyes, and the tone in his voice, he's taking it serious. Now, there's an age discrepancy, as we know. That's the big question. Is can Mike hold? Yes. Yeah. Jake Paul could be Mike Tyson could be Jake Paul's father. In real life. So that's the question. One thing you never lose though as an older fighter is the power.
No, I like that. I mean, he definitely got that power, man. He's looking solid. Jake is serious, though. You know, I mean, he came into the game as an entertainer, but what everybody has to understand is that he made himself a real fighter. And so this is going to be an interesting fight tonight.
I think as well, we talk about the fact that it's, 19 years since he last had a professional fight, but we also did see him against Roy Jones Jr. in 2020, right? So you kind of get a taste of what he may still be. In that fight, he tried to be intimidating, he was coming forward, he was putting the pressure on. We don't see the same kind of Mike tonight.
I mean, you hope so. I think that's what everybody's hearing for. Mike's the sentimental favorite. When they showed Mike on the big screen coming into the arena, the crowd erupted.
Yeah.
Most people are here for Mike. The younger generation, I think they're here for Jake Paul. But nobody wants to see Mike Tyson falter tonight. They want to see a glimpse of Mike Tyson, enough of Mike Tyson to get the job done.
Are you here for Mike?
I agree to that. Yeah, I agree with that. I think Mike is like the old school. He's a real boxer, real old school about it. He loves the game, and I want to see him do his thing. I want to see him beat Mike Tyson.
I feel like when you said you got the sentimental favorite, there's that part of you that's concerned for his well-being. What you don't want to see is him get hurt.
I'm conflicted. I'm excited because it's Mike, and it's like, man, you disciplined your body to get to where you are 58 years old. But there's the other part of me that my boxing brain is saying he's 58 years old. So you're in the best shape that you could be in at that age.
What about Jake Paul? Well, first of all, let me ask you, Drake. Do you think he can box? Is he a good fighter?
Compared to who? In general?
Yeah, in general.
Listen, he's improving. He's not being matched against other fighters. Like, he's fought a couple of real fighters, but the matchmaking is very, very strategic. And if he has nothing else, he has power. I do respect that he's got a real team, a real boxing team, and I see the improvement. Where does he rate against another fighter, a real boxer that's been boxing his life? It's hard to say because the matchmaking is very strategic.
Yeah, that's true. Of course, there's a bunch of celebrities in the house for this one. Everybody's been turning out. Whilst we continue to count down to the main event, Sipping Skulls is with superstar in the building, Shaquille O'Neal. You back ringside, my man, Shaquille O'Neal. He's here. You got a smirk on your face. How are we feeling tonight?
That's because you're one of my favorite people, and this cameraman, I've been loving this guy for about 20 years. I love this camera guy. I'm feeling good. I'm ready for Mike Tyson to whoop some ass.
Wait, repeat that?
Mike Tyson whoop some ass. You heard me.
Did you just get in today, or have you been here all week?
I actually live in Dallas, so I've been here a couple of days.
What do you want to see happen in that ring? Break it down for me. What rounds and what's happening?
I'm just glad that Netflix put this beautiful pay-per-view event together. I'm sitting here next to Gronk. Gronk, stand up.
Come on, Gronk.
No, big Gronk gonna put together NBA versus NFL.
When is this happening?
Coming soon. I'm talking boxing, fighting, football, basketball.
Are we doing retired players versus retired players or active players versus active players?
Either or. But
So are we breaking news on this right now?
I just thought about it because me and Brock been good friends, and he challenged me to a fight. And I said, okay.
I'm not really your good friend. I'm ready to fight your ass. Can we be the first main event? We'll be the first ones up.
Can I host it?
Yes.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, you can host it.
Yes.
Right here. You heard it first. We're making deals at the fight night.
Love you, Brock.
I love you too, Shaq.
Fun tonight, guys.
Money.
Yes.
It's money. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Shaq said that Mike is going to whip his behind. Is he right?
I like that.
Do?
Yeah,
Do you believe it, though?
I saw them over there promoting everything. I'm promoting something called Fit for a Fight for next week on Netflix. You got to have the fit for the fight. It's my new Netflix show.
I like that.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
The shirt blinks.
Got a drip.
I see the drip.
Somebody said I look like a genie. I'm like Brad Wishes.
They don't try to meme me with
I feel like I'm the only one that get to say my son Rex.
They don't try to meme me with the hat. You know how they do that.
That's all right.
Is there a good outcome for Jake Paul in this fight? Because I feel like if you beat Mike, we all love Mike, right? And you just beat a 58-year-old man. If you lose to Mike, you lost to an old man. It's lose-lose for Jake Paul tonight.
For Jake Paul, it's a win-lose or a lose-lose.
Okay.
The win-lose is you beat Mike, and everybody says it's a 58-year-old man, so that's the losing part. The lose is if Mike somehow turns back the clock just long enough to land that shot to stop Jake Paul or to somehow win a decision. It's a tough spot for him, but that's not Jake's mentality.
Yeah.
His nickname is the problem child. He comes to these arenas and he built his name on controversy and daredevil stuff on YouTube. He don't care about the bad press. Just talk about me. So he doesn't care about the bad press. He just wants to say, I was one of, I think, 3 men to knock out Mike Tyson. He don't care if he's 80 years old. That's his mentality.
You think Mike feeds off this kind of environment? I mean, like throughout the decades, he's been one fighter who's always brought out the crowds. Everybody wanted to watch the Mike Tyson fights. You think this is an environment that he's going to thrive in?
Yeah, I think he loves this kind of energy, but he also goes really inside for a fight. So, but this is where he became famous. So this place, this energy like this feels perfect to it. Feels like home.
How do you think Jake Paul goes about this fight?
I think the first couple rounds, he's going to do it 100% of men would do in the ring with Mike Tyson, which is be smart, stay away from the power. But I think he's going to start to get closer, 3, 4, and I think you're going to see him dipping down, trying to land the right hand. Jake Paul will throw the left hook. That's not his shot. He wants an overhand right hand or a straight right hand. That's the money shot, so look out for that.
The crowd in here is going to go crazy if Mike Tyson starts landing some punches on Jake Paul.
Oh, it's going to be crazy.
Oh, my They went crazy. Just him walking in the arena. So if he lands a shot and does something crazy to Jake Paul,
yeah.
But that's because Andre, he brings something special with him. Like, he has a different aura. There have been many great heavyweights, but Mike has just always built different.
I think it's because the world has seen the highs of Mike, but also the lows.
Right.
People see themselves in Mike's story in one way or another. Mike, I guess his whole life, really, not just as he's gotten older, Mike has always been honest, transparent, open about his flaws. He doesn't hide that kind of stuff, and that endears him to people, especially as he's getting older. So he is the sentimental favorite, and most people want to see Mike Tyson come out okay tonight.
I mean, I guess that honesty is talking about is there are times we've seen Mike Tyson, like after his fight against Kevin McBride, he's just said, I don't have the fighting spirit no more. I don't got it in me.
Yeah.
Do you think he can get that back for one fight?
He got it back. He got it back. I can see that this was something different. And it's kind of to what I said, what Andre was talking about. Jake came in as an entertainer, and he's made the biggest spectacle he did. He's taking boxing that Mike used to do as a serious athlete, and he's turning it into entertainment. And now this fight is real. These two are making. On that, Mike is from the old school boxing. He's it. To be great.
Mike was the youngest heavyweight champion and still is in the whole world, the whole history of boxing, 20 years old. Yeah. He's been in the limelight. He's been under pressure. He's thrived off of this for most of his life. So, though he's older, he's still going to thrive off of this energy tonight.
Absolutely. Well, our main event is just moments away. We can't wait for this one to get started. It's almost time for our main event featuring Jake Paul and Iron Mike Tyson. Here to weigh in on the betting angle for you is DraftKings Sportsbook analyst Dan Canobio. Dan, tell me, how do you see this one going down?
Thanks, Kate. The time has come. Jake Paul is the betting favorite in this fight. DraftKings has had these odds up since June and has seen action on both sides leading up to tonight. Paul is minus 220 on the money line, meaning you'd have to wager $220 to profit $100 on Jake to win. As crazy as it is to see Mike Tyson in a ring in 2024, it's even crazier to see him as an underdog in a fight. A $100 bet on him would pay out $180. We know that Mike's power is legendary, and Jake has shown that right hand can be lethal. Both men have said that this fight is not going to distance. I tend to agree. I think Jake by stoppage at plus 140 is a very good bet. And there's also a great chance that Mike turns back the hands of time and finishes Paul. I also love Mike to win in either round 1 or 2, which would pay out plus 650 on DraftKings. This fight is projected not to go the distance at minus 180. But if you think we get a full 8 rounds with a $100 bet on yes to go the distance at plus 130, pays out $130. The round line is set at 6.5, near even money on both sides there. Kate, enough from me. Let's see how this fight plays out.
Yes, so DraftKings Sportsbook is the official sports betting partner of Paul versus Tyson. And right now, all new customers can bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app right now and use the code RING when you sign up. Okay, everybody, this is AT&T Stadium, home to the first ever live boxing event on Netflix. We are streaming live around the world for you and counting down to the hugely anticipated showdown between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. So here's what we all want to know in this fight. Is Jake Paul good enough to beat even an older Mike? Does Mike Tyson still got it? We're about to find out. For Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson, let's go ringside to Mauro Ronaldo.
Thank you very much, Kate. And yes, when you talk about Jake Paul, from pranks to punches, his knockouts have gone as viral as his videos. And by facing a global sports icon in Mike Tyson, he has manifested the main event of his dreams. And guys, Paul's power has proven to be a nightmare. Let's take a look back at Jake Paul's career thus far as a professional prize fighter.
Let's touch him up.
Six right here. The decade one of the planet's mixed martial arts ever. Anderson Silva. The right hand drops Silva. He is dropped, now knocked out. All of those wins, including Tommy Fury, was only lost, but as you see here, this was his first real test.
Yeah. Took everything he had out. He gave it a good go for him, but Tommy Fury was ready for him. Good jab. He knocked Tommy Fury down with a jab, but Fury got the decision.
Yet, Paul doubled down, changed trainers, moved to Puerto Rico, and took on the man out of the Stockton Slapper, Nate Diaz. And again, Jake Paul, yes, a mixed martial artist, boxers, but here's a guy learning on the job and making major headlines doing it.
Yes, he is. Oh, that was good appetite.
Vicious uppercut against that right hand. There was a left hook on bare knuckle fighter Mike Perry, who replaced Mike Tyson on short notice after Tyson had health issues scuppering the July plans. But here he is now, locked in, working out with Leontrus Chambers III, his trainer. And when opponents like this, Roy, what's going through his head here? Just trying to work up a sweat, get into a rhythm?
Yeah, and trying to figure out what things may work early, what things may work late, and what's going to be the safest way to take right away.
10-1 with 7 knockouts, and now, well, there is his brother, Logan Paul. Box Floyd Mayweather in an exhibition has really opened up a lot of people's eyes as a WWE wrestlers. And the brothers bonding in the dressing room as he gets ready to face the former undisputed heavyweight champion, the man who tonight wants to turn back the clock to a time when he was undeniably the baddest man on the planet. I'm talking Iron Mike Tyson.
Yes, he was the baddest man on the planet. Man, some fast hands, very explosive knockout, a bunch of power that we haven't seen since George Foreman. So it's a beautiful expression to see in the ring. I mean, knocking out big guy. And what people don't also talk about a lot was he also took a break. A lot of those guys put him in him first, and still was able to come back and knock them out. Like this.
This is where he became the youngest heavyweight champion in history. 20 years, 4 months, trouncing Trevor Burbick in less than 2 rounds. He would go on to become undisputed champion. And here he is, beginning that journey to undisputed status against Pinkland Thomas.
And Pinkland Thomas gave him a minute, gave him a little time for a little while. When he finally caught Pinkland Thomas, he wouldn't work on him. And that was saying a lot, because people didn't go out easy.
And he had no answer for that power.
Yes. Yeah, Tyrell
Banks, who took a spot in the Olympics.
Yes, he did.
Well, Tyson made him pay.
Again, Tony Todd, another left hook, I'm sure, for 8 goals. Mike is something incredible with that left hook and that right uppercut. Power of both hands, something like that.
This was the apex of his career. When he reversed the Spink kicks, wiping out Michael Spinks. incredible fighter in his own right, and yet in just 91 seconds, sent Space into retirement.
That body shot was devastating.
And of course, that fateful night, February 1990, Mike Tyson goes to Japan to face 42-1 underdog James Buster Douglas. He dropped to Douglas, but then the unthinkable happened.
Shocked the world.
Yeah, Buster is like, well, right up cuff, all about right hook, left hand, swinging punch by Buster Douglas. That shocked the world.
Of course, the ignominious rematch with Evander Holyfield. The night where Holyfield wishes Tyson was a vegan. He bit his ear, the world's first paper chew, Rosie, and it wasn't a funny matter, of course. But then Lennox Lewis took care of Mike Tyson in Tyson's final world championship fight. And hey, I was calling this fight during the pandemic. Mike Tyson, Roy Jones Jr.
Oh, low blow.
And this was during COVID, right? There was barely an audience.
During COVID, yeah.
And here we are 4 years later at the age of 58. Hey, Brooklyn's in the house, Rosie Perez. You have followed the Dickensian career of the artist formerly known as Kid Dynamite. I know you're from Brooklyn. I know you have followed Mike Tyson's career since it started. Does he have one more knockout in him?
He possibly does, but we're going to see, because 58 years old is 58 years old. And they usually say that power goes first. But when you fought him, you said you felt like you got kicked by a donkey.
Power ain't going nowhere. Trust me.
What is your feeling about this fight when you look at the magnitude, the landscape? The boxing business is the hurt business. It's not an easy sport. And at 58, yes, he's Mike Tyson, but he's facing a guy in his physical prime at 27.
Yeah, it's definitely a hurt business. I like the fact that he's fighting a guy at 27 because 2-minute rounds are not going to allow him to get tired enough or fatigued enough that he'll have to just stop. Mike takes a better punch than people think Mike takes. Now, fatigue is a different animal, but with these 2-minute rounds, he may never see fatigue.
But also the ring is much bigger, and that could work to Jake's advantage.
20 ring. Hey, the stakes are as high as the Texas sky. AT&T Center Electric is Thomas Edison's basement. Let's go to Big Mo.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is about that time to get us ready for this main event and to perform the national anthem. It is my honor to welcome the two-time Grammy Award-winning recording artist. Here is Tori Kelly.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. Bursting in a gate through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land.
And sports superhero and the Canadian. Gotta love Simu. Josh Duhamel. Joe Manganiello. Charlize Theron. She's a badass on the big screen. Furiosa's in the house. There they are. Karate Kid, Cobra Kai, Ralph Macchio, and William Zabka. Wax on, wax off, and sweep the leg, guys. Joe Jonas is in the house. Maybe I'll make a visit to the Waffle House. That's my favorite Jonas Brothers song. Micah Parsons of the Dallas Cowboys, representing the hometown squad. The one, the only, Shaquille O'Neal. And it wouldn't be a party without Rob Gronkowski. So the stars from around the world of pop culture, entertainment, and sports are here to witness this one-of-a-kind main event. Let's go to the tail of the tape. And the biggest stat, the 31-year age difference, the largest age disparity in a legally sanctioned boxing bout ever. And both have said they're going for the knockout. Tyson says if Paul doesn't run, he'll get it in round 1. Paul predicts round 4 or 5 KO. Tyson calls Paul a manufactured killer. Tyson says he's a natural-born killer. Paul says, yeah, I'm a manufactured killer. I'm a nuke. And let's bring in Sean Wheelock with the rule.
Tonight's main event will use the unified rules of boxing, but with 2 variations. Both fighters will wear 14-ounce gloves instead of the standard 10-ounce gloves for the heavyweight division. Rounds will be 2 minutes in length rather than 3 minutes. Everything else is standard. There is no 3 knockdown rule. If an accidental foul ends the fight, 4 rounds must be completed to consider it official, and a technical decision would then be rendered.
All right, time to take a closer look at a man who's changing the game. Jake Paul's a neophyte boxer, but the power is scarier than a gas station restroom. He has KO'd or knocked down every opponent he has been in the squared circle with. In this attention economy, well, he commands it, and he turns it into capital. It's like his favorite artist, Drake. When it comes to capital, he left the caps lock on. He has really been a huge advocate for fighter pay and women's boxing. We saw another fight of the year between Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano, and they earned big bucks here tonight. And yeah, his first pro fight came during the pandemic in 2020, but here now, in this large cavernous edifice, it's Paul versus Tyson.
I just came up with a crazy idea. Do you think I could beat Mike Tyson?
He will feel my power, and I will go down as the man who put Tyson to sleep for the last time. Here's the problem child, James L. Child.
Mike, this is my sport now.
Ladies and gentlemen, the wait is over. Making his way to the ring first, fighting out of the blue corner, here is Jake Paul.
Jake Paul knows how to make an entrance. It's a customized Chevy dually crew cut truck built by Gas Monkey Garage. Full hydraulic lowrider with 12 inches of suspension drop. Double metal flake paint with airbrush flames. Wet Downs audio system. It's driven by Heavy D Sparks of Diesel Brothers. And with Heavy D and the boys, now that we found love, what are we going to do with it? Hey, there's the pigeon that Paul tried to give to Tyson. Tyson said he was going to feed it to his falcon. Paul brought it back. And yeah, we can all feel it. There is something in the air tonight. Jake Paul, Mike Tyson have attracted an audience of 72,300 here at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Just a shade under the record here at AT&T Stadium for Canelo Alvarez fight in 2021. But mamma mia, Rosie, a social media sensation turned boxer, has turned the sport. Here, this is incredible. And what must be going through this 27-year-old's mind, like so many members of his generation, dealing with mental health issues. He dealt with drug and alcohol issues. Boxing gave him purpose, discipline, health, community. It has saved his life, he tells us, and now he wants to change other people's lives through his promotion and through his efforts as a fighter.
Listen, hate him or love him, you gotta respect what he has contributed to the sport of boxing. When he first came on the scene, everyone thought he was a joke, and he has had the last laugh, especially tonight.
Let's take a closer look at Iron Mike Tyson. At 20 years, 4 months, trouts Trevor Burbick, 38 years. Next Friday is the anniversary of when he became the youngest heavyweight champion ever. It happened in Jamaica, and he took down a fellow Canadian in Burbick, blasting him, and it remains the record for the youngest champion in heavyweight history. From 1987 to 1990, he was the undisputed heavyweight champion. It's been only 7,097 days between sanctioned fights. And of course, his plaque hangs in Canastota, New York, in the International Boxing Hall of Fame. For the first time in nearly 20 years in an officially sanctioned match, we get to see Mike Tyson again.
I'm an action going kid.
On the planet, Iron Mike
I'm ready to go right this second and go, man. Yeah.
It was good while it lasted for Jake. I am not gonna lose. Did you hear what I said?
And now, ladies and gentlemen, firing out of the red corner, making his way back to the ring. Welcome home, Iron Mike Tyson.
And it's classic, all black, straight out the Matrix. Shout out Wiz Khalifa. I think we've all stepped into the Matrix here tonight. Mike Tyson is back in the ring. What is life?
No matter what happens tonight, it's an incredible feat for a 58-year-old man to get in shape like he has done and to step in the ring once again and challenge his legacy.
Incredible and unbelievable. All I can say. Streaming live around the world on Netflix. We are set for the official introductions for tonight's main event. Here one more time with Big Mo.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event of the evening. 8 two-minute rounds in the heavyweight division. Sanctioned by the Texas State Athletic Commission. Promoted by Most Valuable Promotions and brought to you live worldwide on Netflix. Our judges at ringside from Texas, Lawrence Cole. From Texas, David Yakabuchi. And from Texas, Jesse Ray. And our timekeepers, Hanera Perez and Arthur White. And our referee in charge when the bell rings from Texas, Mark Colloy. So, for the viewers joining us around the world on Netflix, to those of you joining us right here in Texas, are you ready to make history? Let's meet the fighters. First, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the silver and chrome trunks. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall. He weighed in at 227.2 pounds. He holds a near perfect professional record of 10 victories, opposite just 1 defeat, with 7 of those wins coming by way of knockout. And he fights out of Dorado, Puerto Rico, by way of Cleveland, Ohio, USA. He is the multi-talented superstar who bridged the gap between social media and professional boxing. He is a boxer, a content creator, an entrepreneur, a philanthropist, and a promoter, and the self-proclaimed face of boxing. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the problem child, Jake Gallo. And now his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the black trunks, he stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. He weighed in at 228.4 pounds. He holds a professional record of 50 victories versus just 6 defeats, with 44 of those wins coming by way of knockout, 22 of those knockouts coming within the very first round. Fighting out of Brownsville and the Catskills, New York, introducing the former lineal heavyweight champion and the former undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. He was, he is, and he will forever be the best man on this planet. Ladies and gentlemen, he is Iron Mike Tyson.
Okay, gentlemen, we've already gone over the rules. I want you to obey my command. Most importantly, protect yourself at all times. Say stop whatever you're doing and listen to my commands. Punches in this area and up will be considered legal. Punches in this area and up will be considered legal. Chuck and want this?
Mike Tyson turned pro nearly 12 years before Jake Paul was born. Fought his final official match when Paul was 8 years old. He's boxed 215 pro rounds compared to Paul's 52 rounds. But Jake Paul told us he's wearing the most expensive fight shorts ever, with a price tag of $1 million for the full wardrobe. His appearance has 380 carats in diamonds, made by shoe surgeon, painted by Alec Monopoly. He wants to shine bright like a diamond here tonight, as he is standing across from his father, Greg's favorite fighter. His dad broke down in tears when he told him he was going to face Mike Tyson. We are putting the real into real, and Tyson in his trademark coming out fast, or how fast he can be at 58, Roy Jones.
He's very fast at 58 still, as you saw right there. He still might just wondering how much can his leg take chasing Jake around the ring like that.
Again, these are 2-minute rounds. Tyson requested the 2-minute rounds, wanting to see more action. He just landed the overhand right, testing the beard of Paul Lindley.
Paul has hit him too, so they both are trading punches now.
Paul is using that ring to his advantage.
He's better.
Making Tyson chase him around.
He's better.
For Mike Tyson, taking a page out of his buddy Jay-Z, allowed him to reintroduce himself here with a minute left. And again, only 2-0. Jake Paul has to be careful when clinching with Mike Tyson. Just ask Kevin McBride, just ask Francois Bota, Evander Holyfield, you get the gist.
Yep, Tyson's good to go there.
And the jab from Jake Paul. It was expected that he would use lateral movement, circle, use the jab, try to wear out Mike Tyson.
Yeah. And everybody was saying, "Oh, nice shot by Jake Paul."
Right hand by Paul. That is his most effective punch. Again, he has knocked down or knocked out every opponent he has faced. There's the jab. Now Paul setting the rhythm. And Tyson coming in, burrowing in. Referee Mark Malloy telling Tyson to keep it above the belt, not below the combat sports demilitarized zone.
Everybody was saying that Jake Paul would not be able to touch Mike Tyson, but this first round, he definitely touched him.
He did. In surprising fashion. That is jab right there that really knocked Jake back. I think that's his supposed to pick the punch of the round. But then we see the right hand graces Mike Tyson by Jake Paul. That would have been a good shot had it been on the chin. So fairly big that one.
Let's go. Veteran MMA striking coach. Man, I've known for over 20 years, dating back to our days in Japan with Pride Fighting Championships. Rafael Cordero, the chief's second form, Mike Tyson. And he told us that it was going to be technical, not a massacre, and that Paul will feel Tyson's heavy punches.
Yeah, but Paul did a good job of staying away from Mike early, which is very smart on his behalf.
And our unofficial scorer, Sean Wheelock, gave the opening round to the returning legend. Nice body shot by Paul with the right hand.
Yeah, it was. I don't like Mike's legs at 58, though.
The first round he's won in more than 2 decades.
Yeah, I don't like Mike's legs. I don't like Mike's legs at all.
And he wore that knee wrap during training. There were health issues, and of course, a lot of consternation, a lot of concern from a lot of people about 58-year-old Mike Tyson returning. And yet, Mike Tyson is a grown man. He makes his own decisions. He knows how the consequences can be in this sport.
Of course he does.
And he said, though, it reawakened. And we saw that he's fighting his glove again. We did see that throughout his career, the habit of biting his glove. Mike. Or excuse me, Roy, which beats biting ears, right, Roy?
Yeah, Jake missed with a mean uppercut just a little while ago. I don't like that at all.
Me either.
And Paul tempting fate with his hand flow. This full-throated throng screaming Tyson.
I don't like Tyson's legs. Something on his mouthpiece, too. He's trying to put his mouthpiece back in his mouth. See that? I don't like that either. Not a good sign.
In December, the NFL Christmas Game Day will be live on Netflix. The 2 December 25th games will feature the Kansas City Chiefs heading to Pittsburgh to face the Steelers in the day's first matchup, followed by the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Texans in Houston for the second game. Get ready for your new favorite holiday tradition.
Who we gonna be today? Who's more watching?
Touchdown! And they are going wild. The NFL is coming to Netflix, from Gridiron Gladiators to In-Ring Gladiators. Total punches through 2 rounds. Jake Paul, 12 of 53, 23%. Tyson just aggressively. Tyson, 7 of 34, 18%. So Tyson is averaging more punches than he did in that fight with McBride and in the exhibition against Roy Jones, where he averaged 24 punches a round.
Like I said, I don't like the fact they keep messing with that mouthpiece.
Oh, left hook. Triple left hook by Paul.
Mike's hurt.
Mike is hurt.
Mike's hurt.
Yes, he is.
And Paul had him jab now. He landed 3 hooks, lands another left hook. A lead left hook, flips Tyson, body shot by Paul.
Talk about overhand right soon.
And you know, referee Mark Calloy has a very important task, so all referees do. But Mike Tyson taking punishment here in round 3 from Paul.
Taking bad punishment.
Mike does not look good right now.
No, he does not look good at all. Does not look good at all.
His age is showing.
Yep, he's about out of there.
Final minute. Mike Tyson said this fight reawakened the beast inside. It gave him something to look forward to. He's in a much better place mentally. He's in a great place with his family. And yet Mike Tyson said, no, I want a challenge. I want to see what I'm capable of doing. But man, oh man, 27-year-old chronological physical peak, training regularly. And Mike Tyson in trouble here in round 3.
He's in big trouble. It might be his last round.
And Jake Paul,
fatigue.
yeah, Jake Paul, that extra weight that everybody said was going to slow him down, not slowing him down.
Against McBride 20 years ago, Tyson weighed a sluggish 233, just got rocked again with that left hook and resorts to biting his left glove. He needs to bite down on his gum shield and try to produce nostalgia, more nostalgia than Grandma's basement with a punch, but things are looking good for the legend.
Not good at all.
You got to bring it and relax, Jim.
You're doing good. We're going to stay at his waist.
More jabs, more right hands. Yeah, more jabs, more right hands.
You see Jake Paul land a beautiful jab with right hand first, right there, and knock Mike off balance 2 times. And Mike was highly off balance right there. I don't like how his legs look. Something wrong with the mouth gear.
That affects his oxygen intake, right?
There's something wrong with.
No, he's biting. I've seen it throughout his career. It's interesting, but he does bite a glove, even in preparing for this fight, going back through his history.
I think he has a problem with his mouthpiece.
I have to tell you, Roy, I've seen it in a lot of fights with Tyson. I don't think that's the case. Power punches in the 3rd round. Paul 1 of 11. 11 of 22, 50%. Tyson 4 of 11, 36%. And unofficial score, Sean Wheelock gave Paul his first round. Right hand. And CompuBox has Paul more than doubling Tyson in total punches landed.
Well, you fought Mike Tyson at 54. What do you think he needs to do?
Well, he's not the same man as he was at 54. His legs don't look nearly as good as he did when I fought him. So his legs look like they've gone down a lot. See that right there? He didn't do that against me. I didn't see much of that. So he needs to be able to attack more, but his legs won't get him to the job. He can't get there. His legs are failing him.
Sorry, and Jake looks very, very confident.
And relaxed because he knows Mike's legs are failing him. And he can't keep biting that mouthpiece again.
Even in the last fight where Paul faced Mike Perry when Tyson had health issues, we did see Paul take deep breaths, but looking, again, we talked about fight management earlier, with the energy, the pressure. The main eventing the first boxing event on Netflix against a living legend, and Jake Paul settling into a rhythm here in round 4.
Smart body shot by Jake Paul, too.
Left hook lands for Paul. And watching training camp footage of Tyson, you could see at times, even when he threw punches, Roy, that he would put himself off balance. The balance has been an issue.
Yes, it has, but I fought him in 2020. I never seen him do his mouthpiece like he's doing it tonight.
That's up the borders.
Breathe. Kick your feet out. Kick your feet out, brother. There you go. You feel good. You remember motherfucking good. Remember, make it. You control everything. You can slow all the way fucking down, Jake. You do what you want to, motherfucker. Walking, standing, step. You walk slow, but the speed is still.
You see Jake Paul land a good right hand to the body after the jab, lay the jab down, threw a good right to the body, push Mike off balance again because Mike wasn't ready for it. You don't like to see those kind of punches land because that tells you that his reflexes are off and not what they used to be.
Suck yourself. And just like that, we are already beginning the second half of this 8-round heavyweight attraction. A rule tweak instead of 3-minute rounds. They are fighting 2-minute rounds. And Jake Paul's trainer, Theo Chambers, hails from Detroit's legendary Quant Gym, where he was a pupil of the estimable Emmanuel Stewart, whose mantra was knockout sell. And both of them are promising KOs here tonight.
And Jake's actually boxing beautiful. Though Mike is older and Mike has more rhythm, Jake's boxing very beautiful.
Nice 1-2 catches Tyson.
Yeah, Jake is looking at that chin.
Yep. Trying to get Mike. So he's still getting that mouthpiece. I just don't understand that.
And I don't want to debate or get into an argument with the Hall of Famer, but like I say, it has been a tick of his in fights past. And I don't know what it is. And maybe his son Amir, who's been a great asset to us tonight, can find out sometime. But in terms of Jake Paul, you're right, Roy. He's turning into a boxer.
Yeah. Oh, good shot.
Oh, and again, the left hook.
Good shot by Mike.
And Paul's hands are low. "30 seconds left in the fifth. Paul was averaging 35 punches a round coming in. We talked about Tyson, of course. You can't really talk about any stats because it's been 20 years. 10 seconds left in the fifth. Body shot by Paul. Right hand lands for Paul.
Good right hand by Paul, but Mike takes good shots here.
Lead left by Tyson.
Yes, Mike is taking those shots.
Yes.
But the question is, for how long?
You move that well.
You need to get off first, man. Can't wait.
I like the way you move outside now. I can follow you. But you can move forward a little bit. We're gonna move forward.
Breathe and relax.
You'll see your double jab. Yeah, double jab.
Let's see. Paul looked down and come over with overhand right.
Wow.
Right on Tyson's nose. Good shot. A little lower, might have ended the fight, but that was a good shot. Looked like it hurt Mike a little bit. And then you see a left hook right there that was partially blocked by Mike's shoulder. But then when Mike landed a left hook on the neck, hit him clean and hit him on the neck. So that wasn't going to have no effect on
Tyson's
it.
neck is one of the more developed in the sport. Very bad. Of course, a strong neck helps you absorb punches.
If I mean Mike's punch, hit Jake on the neck.
Yeah. And Jake, of course, working his neck as well. I mean, all fighters do neck exercises to absorb the blows. But for Jake Paul, it's dictating the terms and everything being equal. You don't want to overhype, undersell. Again, he's facing a 58-year-old man, and we're trying to tell the story of the fight, Rosie.
But it's a hard story to watch. I have to tell you.
I think we can see all we're going to see from Mike as far as dangerous shots. If Jake's smart, he'll just fight him from the outside now and keep beating like that and having his way.
All right, let's go check in with Ariel Helwani and Jake Paul's corner.
I'm here with Jay Leon Love. Jay Leon, how do you think Jake's doing?
He's doing great. Boxing well, comfortable, in control.
Is the finish near, you think?
I mean, we just setting it up. We boxing. It'll happen. We boxing, baby.
I heard Logan say use the jab more. Do you want to see him use the jab more?
Of course, it's the most important punch in boxing. And you got a guy that's slow, sitting there stagnant. Use that jab. Break him down.
Thanks. Good luck.
Using the jab to break down Tyson. 40 seconds left in the sixth. Tyson moving laterally, unable to. And his former trainer, Teddy Atlas, wondered whether he would still have the delivery system. It appears he doesn't.
No, he doesn't have it anymore. Legs are gone.
Question I have is why isn't Jake Paul just teeing off on him?
I don't want that to happen.
Yeah, a lot of people don't want that to happen.
Yeah.
But I understand what you're saying. It is a professional fight, but a lot of people wonder, you know what? Oh, listen.
Give me a little more.
All right.
Come on, man. You the young lion. He the old lion. All right? Let's make the difference in this shit. Let's make the fucking difference in this shit. You stay on top of Mike, but then you in and out with Mike. He too slow. His reflex is slow. Speed your shit up. Once you start on and you go back, you reset and go right back. Oh, Mike. You can stop Mike. Okay. All right, go.
There's Charlize Theron, incredible actress, watching here tonight with many other luminaries. Again, 72,300 filling AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, for the return of Mike Tyson against a man who's disrupting the sport of boxing, Jake Paul. Round 7, and Mike Tyson showing some life.
He sure is. Good jab.
But how many seconds of life does he have each round, even at 2 minutes at this stage of the career?
All about 5 or 10.
And you look at the numbers, and they're very, I hate to say it, they're kind of sad, Rosie.
Yeah.
And you know what? I do have to say, it is 16 more punches than any other 58-year-old has landed in boxing.
You better believe it.
Big bodies.
You gotta watch the overhand right here, though.
Yeah. It's incredible to see how stunned the crowd is.
Final minute of the 7th.
Mike still has pretty good defense, though. Jake still not being able to hit him with
Well,
that hammer.
you told us after your exhibition that he's still, even close, it's still hard to hit Mike Tyson.
It's that Jake having a hard time hitting him. At 27 years old, see that? He catching all that with his arm. I mean, one gonna get to eventually, but
there's the catch, but there's not the shoot one.
No, he ain't got to shoot back, but he is catching.
Don't measure. Don't measure.
Referee Mark Calloy warning Paul not to measure. Well, he measured him, and then he hit him with a right alone. Tyson coming forward, but Paul is landing the cleaner, effective punches. And then some.
But Mike is taking it.
Yes, he is. And you'll see, we got 2 final minutes. And Tyson breathing heavily as he makes his way back to the corner.
Great opportunity to cut that ring off, and you waited. Can't wait. That's right. Got a mouthpiece out. That's wrong, Mike. Hey, champ. You got to get more aggressive. 7-2-1.
We see Jake Paul land a jab hook right hand, followed by hook. The last hook is cool. Wasn't a real power shot, but it was a good hook.
The final 2 minutes of the fight. Tyson is still on his stool. Mouth guard put in, and he does stand up. And here we go. Final 2 minutes of this fight. It's been as many expected. If it would go past the first round, it would belong to Jake Paul, and that has definitely been the case. But what is left in Iron Mike Tyson? Does he have the one knockout left in his arsenal? Or is Jake Paul going to be able to live the rest of his days saying, I beat Mike Tyson.
You give Tyson a chance, I tell you that, because he's trying to knock Tyson out. But you give Tyson a chance by trying to knock him out. It's crazy to go for the gusto here against Iron Mike, because back in the day, this would have been a very dangerous move.
Final minute of the fight. I'm a 54-year-old man. Many of my 50-something friends blew up my phone wondering if the old guy could do it for the rest of us. Unfortunately, reality had other ideas, and as much of a cliche as it is, it's because it's true. All their time is unbeaten for a reason, everybody.
That's right.
Mike Tyson always taking all the shots, though.
And the fact that Mike Tyson goes 8 2-minute rounds with a guy more than half his age, that has to mean something as well, Roy.
At 58 years old.
Yep. Everything has to be put in perspective. 10 seconds, Warriors.
All right.
Tyson's final victory was against Clifford Etienne, the show of respect. That fight lasted 49 seconds. This one goes 16 minutes. And it ends at the final bell. And what a moment it has to be for Jake Paul.
And for Tyson at
Well,
58.
Tyson, but just to see that Jake Paul's having this story, Rosie, go ahead.
Yes, I'm just saying that it's an emotional moment for both fighters. You know, at 58 years old, listen, I'm old, man, you know, and I know how hard it is to, like, get back up there, and I just have to give it to Mike Tyson. You know, I'm not surprised, I have to say that. But, you know, with Jake Paul, giving him his respect, that was very touching.
Let's see if we can listen to what they're saying.
You broke that record.
I know everybody at home is saying, I'm just glad that Mike Tyson didn't go down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now everybody at home.
And then what does it mean for, I mean, let's go to the unofficial score, Sean. We won.
78-74, 6 rounds to 2, Jake Paul. I gave Mike Tyson rounds 1 and 2. He was coming forward. He was landing the more significant strikes. Jake Paul, a very slow start to this fight, which I believe was by design, very defensive. Starting with round number 3, the volume picking up, the forward pressure. Jake Paul rounds 3 through 8, having the more significant strikes, the volume, the forward pressure straight through. On my unofficial scorecard, Paul sweeping rounds 3 through 8.
And the official judges who will render their verdict: Lawrence Cole of Texas, David Yacobucci of Texas, Jesse Reyes, also from the Lone Star State. He came in at 228 pounds. He was 233 against Kevin McBride back in 2005. Quit on the stool at the end of the 6th, saying he lost his fighting guts. Well, he proved he still has guts, but professional sports, a young man's game.
Yes, indeed it is.
Let's go to Big Mo.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we please clear the ring, ladies and gentlemen? Can we please clear the ring, ladies and gentlemen?
That's Jutta Leerdam, the girlfriend, the Dutch speed skater. There's Logan Paul, his brother.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we please clear the ring for the official decision?
Can you take him back?
Another round of applause for these two main eventers tonight, Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. After 8 full rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for the official decision. Judge David Yacobucci sees the contest 80-72
while judges Lawrence Cole and Jesse Reyes see it 79-73, declaring your winner by unanimous decision, Jake Gallo. Paul.
Well, it happened. Jake Paul beat Mike Tyson. And the crowd here wondering what to make of it all. Rosie?
I have to tell you, I'm just not surprised.
No.
You know?
Are you surprised, Roy Jones Jr.?
No, I'm not really surprised. After seeing Mike's legs, I'm not surprised at all.
So what does this mean for Jake Paul's career, Roy?
He can continue to go on, see who can find to make the most interesting fight with next. And, you know, people like Canelo, who are not really looking for the toughest fights in the world right now, might even take that fight. So you never know.
Well, let's look at the CompuBox final stats for this main event here tonight. Paul landed 78 punches. Tyson only landed 18. And you look at the numbers of punches thrown, and yeah. No surprise.
No surprise, but I'm still saying for 58 years old, throwing 97 times, hey, you know, you got to give it to him. And you know what? At the end,
Yeah, niggas. Hey, yo, Booms, I ain't gonna sit up here and lie and say I'm finished with the album. Because if anybody know I ain't finished, you know I ain't finished.
Sound Factory Radio.
But niggas say, yo, you gotta do a mixtape, son. Niggas hitting me, texting me, emailing. I'm like, for what? Go in, son. Yeah, yo, the game's getting old. Shorty's going up top, coming home a little bigger with waves and parole. Dopes in the hole, the fiends all lined up. Everybody trade pound down or 9'd up. Money short, no telling where you could wind up. Gangs in New York, a lot of soft niggas signed up. Nothing like the feeling you get when you bust a K. I could do back-to-back bullets, won't touch a tray. Me, Gus, and K, rude pimping, and a big shipment of something that tastes different. Hollow tips turn grown men back into infants. 2 trap houses, Greensboro and Winston. Some is behind the wall, other niggas is fenced in. Couple of them just touched down that just did 10. Cut ain't bad enough for Staples, you get stitched in. Lucky that the doctor was even able to fix him. Lucky, yeah. What the fuck did you tell me? Red and green stripe or the capital LV. If I don't make it, all that means is that I failed me. So either I'ma make a hit record or sell D. I'm trying to do both. Bars top of the line, about a 9 on the dope. Balcony looking at your mind through the scope. Devil telling me do it, but the angel saying no. Made it out the jail, you lucky nobody cut you. You going to the hole screaming and nobody touch you. Looking for the foul, and that's where the trouble's at. They say death come in 3s, but I can double that. Any narcotic in the world, I can bubble that. Infatuated with the drug game, but in love with rap. Cocaine in my DNA. Yeah, and my blood is E&J. Rather see him bleed than to see him pay. Bleed. D-Block, nigga, we don't play. D-Block! We just starting, Pooh. Kiss my ass. Let that breathe. Before y'all download my shit, it's coming.